Second date update. We've had a few second date updates where someone has gotten ditched right in the middle of their date.
Yeah.
But none of them have been like at an event where you had to sit by yourself after your date hasn't come back for, let's say, the fourth quarter of a Seahawks game.
Oh, no.
Because that's exactly what happened to Adam, who wants us to do a second date update for him today. What's up, Adam?
How you guys doing?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
So tell us about Susan. It says you met her at a singles event, right?
Yeah, I immediately noticed her. She was really pretty, so I kind of thought to myself, I was like, I got to go up and talk to her. So I kind of found out that we were both Seahawks fans. I'm a season ticket holder, so it was kind of like a natural sort of segue, I guess, for me to be like, oh, well, you know, I'm a season ticket holder. Would you like to come to a game with me?
Yeah.
Dude, those are some pretty coveted tickets. I mean,
Right. Yeah.
you must have thought she was real pretty.
Oh, yeah. And I felt like this was kind of a slam dunk because, you know, especially this season, you know, everybody wants to go to games, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she agreed. And the day of the game, actually, I was like not feeling very well, just kind of under the weather. You know, I had debated just not going and just canceling, but I was like really excited about it. There's no way I can miss this game this year, you know. So I rallied.
How sick were you? Were you like puking and stuff?
No, not that bad. But just, you know, like it's kind of like a cold, I guess, cold headache.
Right,
It's really like low energy. And
So I'm guessing if you were sick, you probably didn't get too hammered. And I'm guessing because you're a Seahawks fan, you get hammered at the games. you could be sober and not drink at all. I have no idea, but I'm assuming that.
Well, I'm not going to implicate myself, but yeah, I have been overserved at a couple Seahawks games.
It's someone else's fault, of course.
So did you not drink as much as you normally would?
No, I mean, I wanted to have fun, so I had like a couple beers, but like, you know, didn't get drunk, just kind of to have a good time.
That would be my fear taking a first date to a Seahawks game. So I have Sounders season tickets, and the first time I took my girlfriend now there, I was concerned because I'm like, I get blacked out at these things.
Yeah.
And she's going to see me at my worst. So it's a very gutsy move.
Yeah.
How was the date, though? How was the game with her?
We had like a really good time. I mean, ordered some nachos, and we like had this competition to see who could do like the loudest cheer. Like I'd go see she go Hawks, you know, see who could do the loudest. We were like pretty obnoxious. I thought we might even get like kicked out, but it was fun, you know.
All right.
And fourth quarter came around, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get some food." So I'm like, "All right." And the game ends. I'm sitting there in seats waiting. You know, I thought maybe there was like a long line, or she got lost back on her way to the seats or whatever. But she never came back.
And you didn't hear anything from her?
No, I texted her. I called her since, you know, my main concern is just that she's okay. I haven't heard anything from her.
You haven't seen her on a missing persons list.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't put out like an Amber Alert on her or anything, but, you know, I'm just worried, you know. And then again, like I said, I had a really good time with her, and I hope she had a good time with me, and I'd like to see her. So I just want to know if something happened.
Was she drunk? Did she drink a bunch?
No. She probably had just like 2 beers.
Okay. So I was just thinking like maybe she got hammered and wandered off with one of her friends or something. I've been guilty of that too.
Did you guys meet down at the stadium? She had her own car?
Yeah, exactly. So we met there, and I just don't know what happened. I'm like, did I do something? Or I don't know. I'm just like totally perplexed.
Yeah.
I'm kind of pissed at her right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope she's okay, but she left it in the fourth quarter.
Who would ever leave a Seahawks game?
You jerk.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
She could be hurt, whatever, doesn't matter. Way to be a terrible fan. All right, Adam, we're going to play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, hang on. 92.5.
Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Now, Adam, your date ditched you at the fourth quarter of a Seahawks game, leaving you sitting there by yourself.
Yep.
And you have no idea why. That sucks. But I think the real important thing here we need to ask her when we get her on the phone is why in the hell would you leave a Seahawks game in the fourth quarter?
Have you seen
Yeah.
Russell Wilson?
Who cares if you're on a first date or not? What is your problem?
Yes.
I mean, if you're just tuning into the second date update, Adam's on the phone with us right now. He was out with this girl named Susan. Like I said, in the fourth quarter of the Seahawks game, she said she was getting up to get some food. Never returned. He hasn't heard from her since. He's actually worried about her because he wants to make sure she's okay, but also find out why she would just ditch him and leave him sitting there.
And she took her coat and everything with her, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like packing.
Well, I just want to make sure it was like
Get some food.
it was planned and she wasn't really abducted or
Got
something
you.
horrible.
Arrested or something.
I don't know.
All her stuff was gone.
Okay, we're gonna call her right now, see if we can get her on the phone. All right?
Okay.
Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Susan, please?
this is she.
Hi, Susan. How are you? My name is Pete. I'm calling from the Seattle Seahawks.
Hi, Pete.
We noticed that you left the game in the fourth quarter the other day, and we were wondering if there was a problem with your seat or were you not happy with the performance of the team. We're just
I
calling.
guess I was just a little loopy. I don't know.
You don't rally on NyQuil, dude.
You don't mix it with other medicines either.
I just really wanted to go to the game. Like, I didn't want to call and cancel. Like, I was really looking forward to taking to the game. So I guess, did what I had to do to make it. And I felt better. And I guess, combined with those beers, it just, like, I don't know, put me over the edge.
Man, you're just a psycho.
You felt a lot
Embarrassed
better.
about this. I don't even remember doing that. That's the crazy part. Like, I don't remember falling asleep. Like, I just can't believe that I acted that way. And just, I don't know. I guess, just tried too hard. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just
Yeah.
outrageous.
Adam, you don't remember any of this.
I mean, I remember, like, eating the nachos of it. Not like she detailed it. Like, I thought I just ate them normally. Definitely don't remember eating them with no hand.
In your mind, you have a fork and you're just daintily putting them in your mouth. Meanwhile, your face is in the whole box of nachos.
Yeah, in my mind, I had a napkin and I was eating them like a normal, civilized person. I don't remember doing it otherwise.
Susan, you did say that it seemed like he was on drugs. So maybe he's telling you the truth and you just had a really weird reaction.
I mean, technically she's correct. I was, but it wasn't like freaking NyQuil. Yeah, and a couple beers. So
I've never seen cold medicine make someone like go crazy like that.
yeah, honestly, this is probably the number one most embarrassing moment of my life right now. I'm not
Oh,
kidding.
man.
Do you believe him, Susan?
I don't know. I mean, it was embarrassing, that's for sure.
I mean, I understand why you would feel that way, and I get it. I just, I really liked you, and I really am bummed because I feel like I just ruined it right off the bat.
Hey, Susan, we'd love to send you guys out on a second date. We will pay for it. I'm sure Adam wants to go out again and prove that he's not a raving lunatic. And Susan, would you be interested in going out with Adam again?
I mean, I guess I appreciate that he's trying to make it up to me.
And Adam, you want to go out with Susan again, right?
I would love to. I really, really would love to.
Oh, that's cute.
So, is that
Well,
yes?
I mean, I really liked Adam when I first met him, and I love that he is a Seahawks fan. So, yeah, I'll give it another go.
Nice.
You're gonna be
Sweet.
so good when you're not on cold medicine.
I hope so.
Adam, congratulations. You got a second date.
Oh, man, I feel so much. I'm completely embarrassed, but I feel
Right.
much better.
Awesome.
You're not sick anymore,
you.
right, Adam?
No,
Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
And the next time you are sick, don't get your medication from some guy named Tic Tac
Yeah.
in and out. Go to the drugstore.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
The 92.5. Second date update.
Look, I'll admit, we're not the most wholesome show in morning radio. Okay? Between Jose's drunk movie reviews, Brooke's rampant infidelity, and my extremely low-cut V-necks.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I see nipple a
well,
lot.
it's pretty much suspenders, bro.
I mean, we're deviants.
Yes.
What can I say? But maybe the one redeeming thing about us is we all love Disney.
Yeah. Of course.
Seriously.
For real.
Like,
Who doesn't?
the songs, the bright colors,
Yep.
the devilishly handsome princes.
That's not why I
Me
like
and you,
them.
Jeffrey, let's
What's
do this.
not to love? And I know we're not alone. In fact, one of our listeners is a huge Disney fan too. His name's Kenny, and apparently Disney is what helped Kenny find romantic connection.
Oh, wow.
Look at
That's
that.
awesome.
But he needs a little bit of help. That's why he emailed into us. He's on the phone right now. Hey, Kenny.
Hi guys, how are you?
Yeah, well, you do sound like a Disney fan. You're so happy, Kenny.
I do. I love Disney, but I gotta be honest, I like you guys too. I mean, you're not so bad.
that's
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the second happiest
No.
place on earth.
Are you trying to find your happily ever after, Kenny?
Yeah, if you can help me out, that would be so awesome.
I know a place that does that for very, very cheap, if you want to know.
We'll see how this goes today. you know?
Okay, let's just focus on the woman that you want to call today. What's her name?
All right. Her name is Steph.
Steph?
Yeah, Steph. And you know, you did mention that I'm into Disney, as I told you in my email. I met her on a Disney fan site, of all places.
Oh, you're that into Disney.
Oh.
I feel like you
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
call yourself a fan of anything anymore unless it's like you live that life.
Unless you're on the site.
Yeah.
No, you know, it's not like it's a Disney dating, you know, it's a fan site, you know, and it's always kind of nice. Occasionally there's like trolls that get on our site and they start posting like rude comments, you know.
Well, you know what? Every Disney movie has a villain.
And those 8-year-olds
right.
can be really vicious. So, I understand. Well, what happened?
So this guy makes a post and he says that people without kids should be banned from going.
Gervais Hüttenkäse mit 25 Gramm Protein. Höher! Stärker! Weiter! Protein! Erstmal frühstücken. Go for your goals. Mit Gervais Hüttenkäse. Macht euch bereit. Der Kryptobulle ist los. Wir senken die Gebühren. Jetzt Kryptos kaufen ohne Gebühren. Zudem 1% Cashback in Form von Aktien für die Übertragung deiner Crypto-Assets. Jetzt anmelden. Surprisingly eToro.
Rechnungen, Belege, Umsatzsteuer? Bei Safdesk ist alles schon miteinander verbunden. Rechnung geschrieben? Sie erscheint direkt in deinem Überblick. Beleg gescannt? Safdesk liest ihn aus und ordnet ihn automatisch deiner Transaktion zu. Und deine Umsatzsteuervoranmeldung? Sie baut genau auf diesen Daten auf. Sauber, verknüpft, Schritt für Schritt. Ein System.
On to the parks. You know.
Oh, that's ridiculous. It's for all ages.
Exactly. And that's what I said. You know, I clapped back and I just said, look, you know, Disney is for everyone. You know, I don't have kids. And I go to the parks all the time. I even posted, I said, look, going to the parks without children is amazing.
Oh, my God. I never thought of that.
You tell him.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to do that stupid teacup ride ever.
No. You move through the park so much faster. You don't have to spend a bunch of money on souvenirs and extra food and stuff. You don't have to carry a lot.
Well, and getting on rides must be awesome because normally when I'm with my family, it's like, oh, you need how many? 5? Okay, wait for the next one.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just hop on, yeah.
I know, exactly. And sometimes you even get to cut up front. But, you know, I see these parents, and I got no problem with people with their children, but they're pushing a stroller and they're carrying all their stuff for their child, you know.
Okay.
And,
I mean, I feel like we're kind of derailing. Like, we understand how adamant you are. Where do you meet this woman? Where does she come in?
Sure. So I commented, you know, I'm defending going to Disney, and she actually saw that and messaged me, and she was like, hey, way to put this guy in his place. She actually called me a Disney prince.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
She's got the moves.
She's on brand.
I
know, and so I thought that was kind of cute. And so, you know, we had a little side conversation. Eventually, we exchanged our Instagrams, and we started messaging back and forth.
Okay.
And after messaging so often, I decided to ask her out.
Did you take her to Disneyland?
Oh.
Not yet. I don't have that kind of budget.
Oh,
Okay.
So I thought it'd be kind of cute. There's a mall nearby that I know has a Disney store.
Yeah.
So I thought it'd be cute if we met up at the mall and like went to the Disney store, browse around.
Cute.
Did she like that idea?
She did, and she picked up this stuffed Lilo doll, from that movie Lilo and Stitch,
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "Oh, I love that movie. I always wanted one of these." So I thought it'd be kind of cool. I bought it for her there. She was really happy about that.
And it's always cute because, like, if the relationship works out, you have a memento from your first date.
Mhm.
That's right.
And if it doesn't work out, you have something to destroy to help you get over it.
That's good, Jeffrey.
Mhm.
It was just a sweet, sweet moment.
Yeah.
At the end of the night, I took her to her car and said goodnight. I went in to kiss her goodnight. I thought we had a good time. And she kind of a little backed away from the kiss, but she gave me a big, solid hug. And then he said, "Would you like to hang out again?" And she said, "Yeah." This was about a week and a half ago or so. And I haven't heard from her,
All right, Prince Charming. You just hold on a second. We're going to play a song. We'll come back. We'll call Princess Steph for you.
Oh, I like her.
And we'll see if we can get that glass slipper to fit, okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
I meant that in a totally platonic way, okay?
Felt like
I
a
promise.
nasty or something.
No, just a date. We'll find out. Hold on. If you're just tuning in for the second date update, we're talking to Kenny, who's a big Disney fan.
Yes. Very big.
And he took out Steph, who's a fellow Disney lover, on a romantic Disney date. They went to the Disney store at the mall where he bought her a Lilo doll. He even got a hug towards the end of the night. But it's funny, Kenny, I rarely do this. I was looking back at your email though, and there's something you wrote there that you didn't bring up in the first part.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
And you mentioned in the email that you sang this song that's playing right now to each other at some point during the date. Is that true?
So cute.
Yeah, it was a little embarrassing, but sometimes just break out in song. We love these songs so much, and we were at dinner, and when they brought the dessert, I just started singing "Spoonful of Sugar" from Mary
Okay.
Poppins.
Will you sing it for us?
Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she started singing with me, and we just had a blast. I mean, people were staring, obviously. People were staring at us.
This
But
was really makes you
Jose
happy.
is so into this.
Yeah.
He's so happy
No,
right now.
I just feel great after hearing that.
Yeah. I mean,
it's incredible. It's fantastic.
I'm with you. I think Disney is great, and I can get down on some Aladdin just like anybody. But I think
Wait,
maybe
agree. Down on Aladdin.
Yeah,
What do you
okay.
or Little Mermaid, whatever. Like I like Disney.
No.
It's just, do you ever feel like maybe this was a little bit overboard and it was so Disney that it just came off as childish?
I don't think so. I mean, the way she and I were talking, she was right there with me. She said she's just as much a Disney fan as I am. I mean, when you connect with somebody on that level who likes Disney as much as you do, it's just awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
good for you.
Well, let's try and connect with Steph on a phone level. So I'm going to dial her right now and we'll try and get you a second date update, okay?
Try not to break into song, okay, when
No,
we're talking
do
to
it.
her.
Do it.
No, you guys stop.
Can I sing Lady in the Tramp?
No.
Just wait till we talk to her first and then maybe you can jump in, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm dialing the number now. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, is this Steph?
Yeah. Who's calling?
Hi, my name's Prince Jeffrey,
Stupid.
and I work for a very magical radio show called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Yeah.
I've never heard of you, Prince Jeffrey.
Oh, yeah.
You're not sweeping her off her feet.
Well, somebody wished upon a star
Oh,
that I get in touch with
Hey,
you
I like it.
because you went on a date with them recently and you haven't been getting back. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I'm sorry. This is just so strange. Like, is this like a prank?
Okay, no,
No.
it's not a prank.
No, it's
So
not.
it's a lot of dumb jokes based on Disney, but it's not a prank.
No, they're not dumb, Brooke. These are
You're
clever.
awesome.
Okay.
The Dumbo.
I'll simplify it down.
Terrible.
We're doing something called a second date update. That's where if you go out with someone and afterwards, if they're not calling you back, you can email our show and we'll contact that person for you to try and figure out the reason why.
Oh, it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's weird. We know.
It's much less whimsical when I describe it that way, but a guy reached out to us about you, and his name is Kenny.
Kenny?
Yeah, that's why I was making those Disney references earlier.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. That's weird that he contacted you guys.
Well, the reason why he reached out to us is because he had such a great time going out with you, but he doesn't know why you've been ghosting him.
I'd rather like not get into it. I mean, it's gonna hurt his feelings, you know. And I'm trying. That's really not the Disney way to be hurting other people's feelings.
Oh,
that's
sweetie,
very
not the
sweet.
Disney way. I mean, I thought, my guess was maybe he was too into Disney for you. Like he took it too far.
So you think he's too Disney?
Oh, that's not the case for you?
You guys are kind of funny.
What?
Kind of.
Hold on. What do you mean by that?
Look, you know what? If he's ready to hear it, you can tell him this.
Okay.
He is a Disney.
A what?
A Disney.
Disney with an F?
Yeah, Disney with an S.
What does that mean?
He's just a fake Disney fan. Like,
What?
Oh,
He's a fake.
fake Disney.
Yeah.
No, he's
What,
not.
why would you say that? He seems like a very serious Disney fan when we spoke to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like maybe on like the surface, like he puts up a good front. Like after meeting him the first time, you can kind of get that sense. Like you don't know him. Like you had like one conversation with him, I'm assuming.
He's on a Disney fan website. He took you to the Disney store for a date. He sang a song from Mary Poppins. My God.
Which
at a
is like
restaurant.
old school Disney.
Like,
That doesn't make a Disney fan.
what makes a Disney fan then? I am very confused.
I'm looking for someone who 100% knows the ins and outs of everything Disney and doesn't try to like skate away on like a few songs and like take me to the Disney store. Like that's not what a hardcore, honest to God Disney fan is.
Oh, wow.
What happened to make you think that he wasn't like a diehard?
So I told him the last time that I went to Disney, I got pixie dusted, and he had no clue what being pixie dusted was.
I don't either.
No.
What does that mean? Pixie what?
Pixie dusted. You know how
Okay.
Tinkerbell has pixie dust?
Yeah.
So pixie dusted means you get something like for free, or you get like an upgrade. You know, like so. The last time I was at Disney parks, I was at one of the kiosks getting a Mickey Pop, and the cast members said, "This Mickey Pop is on us." And then when I brought it up, he knew nothing, like zero. Like his face just washed over. Like what? Like what are you talking about? Like it.
Oh, like our face.
I don't mean to laugh, but that seems so absurd.
It seems
Like,
pretty intense.
yeah, that he didn't know what pixie dusted means.
That's just one thing. Like, you don't even understand, okay? He also was trying to convince me that the Avengers are Disney characters. Like, the Avengers are not honest to God
owned
Disney.
by
Aren't they owned by Disney now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Acquired. They were acquired by
Oh.
You can't put the Avengers on the same pedestal as Mickey and Minnie and Donald.
I just think you're missing out on maybe a good relationship because something that, I don't know, seems so trivial to me.
Honestly, like, I think the only reason he really wanted to go out with me is because he sees, like, I can dress up as Snow White, and he thinks I look really hot dressed up as Snow White.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of accusations being thrown around right now, and I think it's only fair to ask Kenny about them directly because I need to tell you he's been on the other line listening the whole time and wants to speak with you.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It's a small world after all. Isn't
Kenny?
There it is.
I cannot believe that it was because I didn't know about pixie dusting. That's why you've blown me off.
Kenny, it's not just pixie dusted. It's the Avengers. It's the fact that you didn't realize that there were different castles at different Disney parks. Like,
Wait, hold on. What does that mean?
I thought they were all the same castle.
Me too.
which they are not. First of all, any hardcore Disney fan knows Sleeping Beauty's castle is at Disneyland and Cinderella's castle is at Walt Disney World in Florida. Like, anybody knows that. Like,
Steph, I'm sorry, I gotta interrupt. You've gotta calm down. This is why people can't say that they like anything, because if you don't know every single specific thing about a subject.
no, he is a Disney, he's fake Disney. He's Disney. There is no, you don't deem yourself a Disney fanatic and then come at me with not knowing the castle and talking about all the Marvel characters. Like, that's not how it works.
But Steph, isn't this behavior and the way that you're talking, isn't that not very Disney-like?
I think it's very snooty.
No,
I think
Oh, that's like a cuss word in the Disney world.
I mean, you're acting like one of the evil stepsisters at this point.
Look, you all need to settle down and shut up because you pushed me. You wanted to know why I didn't want to walk in that. And I told you. He didn't even really know the words to a spoonful of sugar. He knew that. A spoonful of sugar.
Okay.
I don't even think it's fair for me at this point to ask them to go out on a second date.
You have to do it.
Maybe it's easier for me to just ask Steph to give back the Lilo doll.
Honestly, if he wants Lilo back, he can take it. Like,
Okay.
it wasn't even a special edition Lilo doll, so he could.
Oh.
You can get that anywhere.
All right,
Ew.
Kenny.
Okay, well, Kenny, man, I'm so sorry that this has happened to you.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, we, like I said, we all start at different levels of fandom. You know, she might be more hardcore than me, but I'll get there.
Yeah.
You know, now I know what pixie dusting is.
All right, well,
But Disney, yeah, try
just to
again.
make sure that you're not a Fisney, I'm going to play this song and you need to sing it word for word flawlessly. Here we go.
Where sugar helps the medicine go down.
Disney! Get off the show!
You put me on, no, you put me on the spot.
I'm kidding, Kenny. I love you.
Moving 92.5.
During the last song, I've been Googling most romantic Adam Sandler quotes of all time.
Oh, quotes. Okay, what'd you come up with? I can't.
Wait, did anything even come up?
I'm actually excited for this.
I have a few contenders here.
Ooh.
First one. Now, that's what I call high quality H2O.
Water boy,
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Or-
I'm with it.
Maybe this one. Why don't you just go home, Ball? Are you too good for your home? Woo! Doesn't get much hotter than that one.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow. If you're wondering, why am I bringing up these steamy Adam Sandler lines?
It's hot in here.
It's
Trying to
because
turn somebody on?
one of our listeners, Barry, went on a date with a woman named Sky. She cooked them a meal at her place, and then Barry put on the movie Grown Ups 2 and waited for the perfect moment to go in for the first kiss, which shockingly never came. And his biggest regret is after he left her apartment, he had a few drinks and then returned around midnight with his liquid confidence, but she never answered the door.
Return uninvited.
She was scared.
It was almost that Romeo and Juliet balcony scene.
Almost.
Drunken
Yeah,
dog.
And now he's hoping that we can get a hold of her. Barry, how you feeling?
Good.
Okay, very well. Doesn't sound like you're too nervous for this then. I mean, Barry, there's a lot on the line. You like this girl. She cooked for you. Like, how are you really feeling?
I mean, I'm hopeful. I've heard you guys work your magic before, so.
Did you listen to the show?
Truth of the matter is, I've been single for a really long time, and Sky's just recently single, so I don't want to let the opportunity go. You know, she's a catch, and I feel like she's not going to be single for long.
Okay.
right.
Okay, that's good.
Let's give it a shot here. I'm going to dial Sky's number, and we're going to get you a second date update. Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for Sky.
This is her.
Hi, Sky. My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. How you doing?
I'm okay. Hi. Hi, how are you?
Your energy went up there when
Yeah,
she started
hi,
talking to us.
Um,
Hey,
wait, what is this?
we're a morning show,
Okay.
okay, and we're doing something called a second date update. Have you ever heard of that before?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi.
I can hear
They
that
should hang
smile
out.
coming through the phone.
Yeah.
But basically, a second date update works like this. If you go out with someone and afterwards, if that person isn't calling you back, you can email.
Ist der Tobi da? Hi, Tobi. Hey, Tobi.
Und wir? Hannover, ab ins Abenteuer.
Möchtest du deine Chancen, schwanger zu werden, verdoppeln? Setze auf das Clear Blue Lächeln. Clear Blue Ovulationstest.
Verträge leichter verstehen. Unterstützt durch den KI-Assistenten. Inhalte werden einfach erklärt. Ein Klick genügt. Wichtigste Bedingungen werden verständlich aufbereitet. Einfach und schnell. Adobe Acrobat Pro.
our show, and we'll reach out to them for you to try and figure out the reason why.
Oh, okay.
Okay? And so somebody emailed us in regards to you. His name's
Ugh.
Barry.
Yeah.
Before we
Did you
wow.
just make? Did you just make a? That was a bad sound, Sky.
Yikes.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, okay, yeah, I know Barry.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. You don't have to fake it like you like him if you don't.
Okay.
But we're just trying to figure out why you've been avoiding him.
All right, well, let me first say, I'm sure he's a very nice guy.
Oh man, that is a setup for something bad.
Yeah, she doesn't even say, like, he is a nice guy. She's like,
Yeah.
I'm sure he is.
It was a blind date, so those are always risky.
Yes, they are always risky, but it was a blind date, but it was like through friends, so it felt kind of okay, you know?
Yeah. So Barry has told us a lot about your date already, about how you guys met and that you cooked him some dinner over at your apartment and he put on the movie Grown Ups 2.
Yes.
How did you feel about that?
Well, I hadn't seen Grown Ups 1, which I did tell him, but...
You don't need to see one to really make sense of two. There's not a lot of plot line there.
It wasn't a book first.
Yeah.
It was all right.
But honestly, it was not the movie that was like the issue. I don't really know everything that he told you, but before we even met, we were texting back and forth, and it was like, it was fine, but then he was asking all these weird questions about my apartment, which seemed odd.
Like,
What kind of questions?
Yeah, what?
Just like what my amenities were. Like he used the word amenities.
Do you think he was just nervous or something? Like,
Well, no, it was definitely on purpose because he showed up to the date with a bag of laundry.
What?
No.
what do you mean?
We did his laundry on our date.
No.
No.
He did not tell us that.
No, he did not.
This guy's
He didn't
smart.
tell you that? That was kind of like the big thing.
Oh.
He showed up with a bag of laundry, and then I spent like a lot of time.
You actually did it?
Well, he couldn't seem to get my washer dryer situation, so I was like explaining where the buttons were, and then I wound up helping him like sort through his darks and lights. And it was just so weird.
Wait.
Oh,
What was his
wow.
explanation? Like, did
Just
he?
that he doesn't have it in his building. Would it be okay if he did it here? But it was definitely a moment where I was like, oh, that's why he was asking about my amenities.
Oh my god! Wow.
I don't. Maybe it was some kind of test to see if you're really wife material.
Well, at least wait till the second date. Guess what? Wives don't do laundry anymore, Jeffrey. It's not 1950 anymore.
I was like, I cooked for him. I did his laundry. I felt like his mom. Like,
Yeah.
You
Oh my
sound
God.
perfect.
It does.
Oh, I
Jose.
hate you.
And he made you watch Grown Ups too.
Yikes.
Like the
It's
irony
like a
of
kid.
this. Didn't even make a move.
Okay, so, and I don't know if you know about this, but he said after the date ended, he went out and then came back around midnight, hoping to see
yeah.
you.
So the movie ended, and I kind of didn't know how to end the situation. And he was like, you know, my friend lives down the street. Would you mind if I go and meet them for a couple of drinks while my stuff's in the dryer?
What?
And I was just like, yes. Like, I didn't know what to do.
He left his clothes at your place while he went out?
Wow.
Yeah, so he left, and then I just was like cleaning up our stuff. And then when his clothes were dry, I put them in a big bag and put them outside my door and just kind of went to bed. And I did hear him knocking, but I was like, I mean, it's not like he forgot anything or like.
Yeah.
Oh, my god.
Wow. Well, that makes sense.
Not only
dude.
that, but he didn't even stay and do the dishes after you cooked for him. Like all of this. Were you dating a teenage boy?
Yeah, at first I was like, wait, do I not know how dating works anymore? And I was like, no, I think he doesn't know how dating
Yeah.
works.
Oh my god.
This is crazy because he never mentioned anything about that to us.
No.
What? That was like the biggest thing that like I couldn't stop thinking about the whole time. We're eating dinner and I can hear it like tumbling around the washroom.
Oh my god.
I wonder why he did that. And I
Don't know.
really would like to ask him though, Sky, because I need to tell you, Barry's on the other line listening and he wants to talk to you.
Oh.
What?
man.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that's a joke, right? Like
No.
there's
It's not a joke. Barry, you there?
I'm here.
Oh, Barry.
Hi.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, best of luck. I don't know what to say to you.
Best of luck. That was the best response ever. Barry, what the hell are you thinking? You brought laundry over to her house?
Yeah.
Maybe she had a laundry machine.
Totally, but dishwasher. You don't bring dishes over.
Well, I mean, I have a dishwasher.
No, okay.
Oh my God, dude.
It's not the point. Like, can't you see that that's overstepping, especially on a first date?
It also made me think, like, do you like me at all, or would you just go out with anyone who has a washing machine?
I will say, in unit is pretty sexy.
No, I mean, it's like I like you a lot. I mean, like, the washer dryer situation is a bonus, but I can Venmo you for the detergent. I should have offered.
No, that's
That
that's fine. That's totally okay. We don't need to be friends on Venmo.
Barry, no woman wants to be a mom to a boyfriend.
I didn't really think of it like that. You know, I thought it was kind of just like a bonding experience. It was like an activity we could do together.
Oh, because that's so fun.
I mean, I could see it being romantic in an Adam Sandler movie, maybe, but in the real world, Barry, that's not really how it works.
That's not like couple goals.
No.
I'll do my laundry at my grandma's from now on. So next time we'll have like a more normal date. Would that be okay?
Oh, you know what? I think
Well, hold on, Sky. Don't go jump into conclusions here. Because it's very important for me to ask right now if you would like to go out on one more date with Barry. We will pay for it. Maybe go to a laundromat. We'll just give you a big bag of coins.
Laundromat.
Do some laundry together.
I think I have to like trust my gut, and the idea that I was uncomfortable off the bat, it means like you don't go on a second date. So.
Are you sure? I mean, I'll do your laundry too.
Oh, that's even weirder.
I'll fold your panties for you, girl.
A lot of people, when they go out on a date, like to wait for the perfect moment to go in for that first kiss.
Oh my gosh.
You have to. You don't
So,
just
like,
dive in. It's a moment.
I know.
It's panic inducing, trying to figure it out.
For some people, that happens at the very end of the night while you're walking them back to their car.
Oh, classic.
For Brooke, it happens 3 seconds after she makes...
If you listen this video until the 38 minutes, 39, almost 40 minutes, give me a like, give me a share, leave a comment. Tell me how your first date went in the comment. Thank you.
Eye contact.
Also classic.
Now, what was your name?
But for one of our listeners,
I know.
Barry, he says the perfect moment actually came after the date was over, which I don't really know what that means.
What?
Was he by himself?
I have no idea.
Oh, yeah. I have that happy moment, too, when I'm alone.
I guess we're going to find out in just a second. But first, let's say hi to him. Barry, what's up, man? Welcome to the show.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Oh,
Hey. So
Barry.
what?
Is it just me, or did we have a moment right there?
I don't
You
think
did not have a moment.
maybe they did.
I'm sensing something.
No one heard it.
Don't rain on people's moments, Jose.
I'm not. I think I would have felt it. I'm in the moment as well.
Barry?
I'm all here.
I'm leaning in. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
Are you leaning?
I'm here.
Okay, that's a rejection.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. All right, never mind. Well, I guess tell us about the girl that you want us to call today. What's her name?
Her name is Sky.
And how'd you meet Sky? That's always our next question.
She's friends with my buddy's girlfriend, so kind of a friend of a friend.
Okay. That's a good
Those are
start.
good,
Yeah. Had you guys hung out quite a bit prior to your date?
We actually met for the very first time on our first date.
So it was like a setup then?
Not really a setup, like, you know, my friend put us in touch and then we started texting each other and
Yeah, when your friend puts you in touch with somebody to go on a date with them, that's called a setup.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen them, that's a blind
well, I
date.
mean, they just like, you know, they didn't like plan the date or anything.
Oh,
Right. Again, when you set friends up, you don't make dinner reservations.
Like, so, here you guys go together. Do you want to get married now?
See you at Olive Garden on Saturday. Don't be late. I've already made reservations.
I'm an event planner now for your entire life.
All right, so
We're just teasing, man.
they connected the two of you.
Yeah.
And you guys agreed to go out?
Yeah, I mean, we texted back and forth for about a week or so, and
What was that like?
we, you know, had good chemistry over text, and at one point she mentioned she was a really good cook, and
Okay.
I jokingly was like, oh, wait, you better prove it.
Oh,
That is actually a really good response.
that is.
Nice work.
Taking control.
So she invited me over for dinner, you know, it's a challenge accepted, right?
Awesome.
Man.
All right.
Cooked meal.
I know, and you're already going over to her place. I mean, what were you feeling? Were you excited? Nervous?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, that's kind of like a big move for a first date, especially when you haven't met someone before. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's a really good sign. It means she trusts you too.
Yeah,
you know?
women don't invite just any guy to their home.
Well, I think it says a lot that they met through friends, because friends can always vouch for their friends. Like, if you're friends with my buddy, then of course you're at least a nice person.
It's one line of defense that comes down.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So how did things go when you guys met up?
You know, I brought over some dessert and a bottle of wine.
Good move.
You should never show up to someone's house empty-handed.
Especially Brooks with no wine.
I'm mostly talking to Alexis because she's young and I don't think she knows that yet.
I don't think a guy's ever brought anything to my house.
All right. And so how was dinner?
Right from the moment I walked in, you know, obviously I hadn't seen her before, but she looked amazing and really good conversation over dinner. And true to her word, she's really good at cooking.
Ooh, what'd she cook?
Yeah, she made this awesome lasagna. It was incredible.
Oh, that means she took time because lasagna is
the layers.
Oh, it's time intensive.
Unless you get the Stouffer's one, you just pop that in the microwave.
Costco one too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, it is good.
Costco one.
Right?
That technically counts as homemade.
Yeah, I guess.
She's serving you lasagna for 32 people.
Yeah. So dinner went well. Did you guys do anything else?
So we finished dinner pretty quickly, and to overcome a little bit of awkward silence, I asked if she had Netflix and if she wanted to watch a movie. Because there was a really awesome movie on Netflix. You know, when I see a really funny movie or when I see something really good, I want to share it with other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure that's why you asked. That's why everyone asks to watch Netflix, because they want to share in really great programming.
Okay.
So I put on Grown Ups 2 with Adam Sandler. Have you seen it? It's incredible.
That's what you picked?
Grown Ups 2?
It's not very romantic.
Yeah, it's an interesting first date choice.
I mean, I feel like if you're laughing and having a good time, that is romantic.
Yeah, but it's a questionable laugh. You know, like that is not a guaranteed laugh.
Yeah.
That is
Not everyone likes Adam Sandler either.
That's like you're hanging with your bros and maybe you smoke too much.
I mean, my strategy when I'm trying to show romantic movies is to have like a really good-looking guy to get the other person in the mood.
Okay, so that they can close their eyes and not see your face hanging out with you?
Yeah.
Genius.
I don't think you guys appreciate the comic genius that is Adam Sandler.
I don't.
I guess not.
It would have turned me on, but you know, that's okay.
What did she think of the movie?
She laughed. She laughed a little bit.
A little bit.
Sounds like a normal Adam Sandler response.
Yeah.
I mean, she laughed once.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, we were eating pie, watching a movie, and I wanted to make a move, but I just couldn't find the right moment, and so that was kind of a bummer.
During Grown Ups 2, you couldn't find a good moment?
It's pretty amazing. There's so many romantic pieces
I
to that
know,
movie.
it shocks me.
I still can't believe it. David Spade and Kevin James on the screen.
Oh,
She
yeah,
did
that's
not get turned on at all.
They're in it too.
Oh, yeah, the hooker Chris Rock's in it.
Oh, my God.
Maybe I'll better luck in Grown Ups 3.
Is there a third? How many grown-ups are
Probably.
there?
I don't know.
How many times do they have to grow up in this movie?
So
those guys are Saturday Night Live royalty. I don't know why you're making fun.
It is true.
yeah, no disrespect. So how did the night end for you?
So I just gave her a hug and I left her place.
Okay.
Okay.
That seems tame. That's okay.
And then one of my friends lives by, so we met up at a bar in the area, and we just had a couple of drinks. But here's the thing I regret is, you know, I was feeling kind of loose, and I was probably a little overconfident, and so I went back to her apartment.
What?
And it was probably around midnight or so, maybe a little after.
Wait, did you tell her that you were coming back, or you just went back?
No, I just went back.
What did she say? Did she answer the door?
No, she didn't answer, but from where I was parked, I could see that she had just turned off the light in her bedroom. And so, you know,
Abtei Immunkomplex unterstützt dein Immunsystem. Abtei, was immer der Tag bringt.
Hi there, over 18 here, in case you couldn't tell by my fabulous list. Also, in case you couldn't tell, I'm not a native English speaker, and that's because I learned it at 32. All you need to learn a language is a good tutor and a plan focused on your goal. Age literally doesn't matter. I found the perfect tutor for me on Preply, and I made so much progress in a matter of months. I even started French lessons now. Don't let age discourage you from learning. Find the perfect tutor for you on Preply and make so much progress too. Get the Preply app today.
Do you have problems opening bank accounts or making payouts to your customers? We have the solution. Use IBAN for You, a product from FinXP. IBAN for You is the digital, dedicated account for companies. You can open an IBAN for You account quickly and be ready for operation in a short period of time. Then easily promote IBAN for You to your customers. This promotion is very easy to do via interface on your checkout page. Your users can open a personal IBAN for You account, which is connected to your merchant account. Money can now be transferred from the user's account to your account in real time. Payouts can be made to your customers' IBAN accounts just as easily. You and your customers will also receive our FinXP MasterCard to use as a debit card. The card's design can be fully customized to fit your business branding. With the card, your user can now make online or offline payments and withdraw cash from ATMs worldwide. If you want to learn more, click on this button and fill out our questionnaire. FinXP. Rethink banking.
Are you looking for the thrill of your life? With Zadart, Seattle's only exotic car rental company, you can book a Lamborghini, Ferrari, and more. Visit Zadart.com, ZADART.com to book your exotic car ride.
92.5. Drunk and Jubal's second date update.
The girl on the phone for a second date update today met the guy that she wants to call because they live in the same building.
Oh, that's cute.
It's always easy when you live in the same building to meet somebody. The trick is, you wait till they're not home, you break in, you steal some of their mail, and then you see them in the hallway and you're like, hey, I think somebody delivered some mail to me by accident. And then you strike up a conversation. It even works with TVs sometimes. Somehow your TV was sitting out in the hallway. It's in my apartment right now if you want to come get it.
Wow.
Is that how you did it, Rachel?
Well, kind of similarly, but no, not at all.
So you didn't break into the guy's place, huh?
I didn't break any laws, but I did, I did put myself out there.
Boring. I was hoping for an exciting story.
How'd you meet this dude?
Well, he just moved into the building pretty recently, and, I saw him, going up and down the stairs once, but we hadn't really talked more than, a hello, but I definitely noticed him. I definitely thought he was really cute.
And what's his name?
His name is Adam. And we actually got a chance to talk because we have these machines in our basement. We have laundry on site in the building, but they're kind of weird. They don't take quarters. You have to use these refillable cards.
Oh, I totally know.
Yeah, I know what those are.
It's annoying and confusing the first time you do them. And so he'd never used them before. And I just happened to be doing laundry at the same time.
You just happened to drop some of your underwear on the floor in front of him. But anyway, let me help you out with your problem. This is not about me and my lingerie.
Oh my God. Yeah, and I accidentally put some of my underwear in his load so that when he got home, he'd be like, "Well, who are these?"
Yeah.
And then he'd give them back or something. So that's why I thought maybe it was similar to your mail idea.
So, what did you guys end up doing for your date?
It was actually his idea. It was really cute because we lived in the same building. He was like, "Why don't we just order an Uber since we live in the same place and have it pick us up and we'll just go get some dinner and some drinks."
Wait, so he's the one that asked you out after all that?
Yeah, I mean, I was clearly flirting with him, and he was like, I know we live in the same building. I could just knock on your door, but I'd love to have your number in case I have any questions. But I knew he was and I was like, oh, okay.
It was an obvious play to get your phone number.
Yeah.
Nice. So he asked you out, and then you guys took an Uber to a bar.
Yeah, took an Uber to a bar. And it started out really great. We were in the cab, and the banter was really good. We could just kind of he's really easy to talk to. He's really funny. He seemed very relaxed. Mm-hmm. And I don't remember what he said, but after he said it, I was just cracking up, and I couldn't stop laughing. And I don't know why, but the words just came out. "Oh my God, I love you."
But you're saying it more in the way of "Hey, you're so funny, I love you."
Exactly, but regardless, you guys, I said I love you on the way to the date.
That's not a good time to drop that.
Was it one of those record scratch moments where everything then drops?
Totally, and I'm I didn't really understand why, because I was like, "Oh God, I'm sorry. I mean, you know what I meant, right?" But it was I could tell it was really different all of a sudden, And so then I, like, because it was so awkward, proceeded to, like, really lean into it. And so, like, I said I love you to the Uber driver when we got out of the car. And, like, I was trying to make it a thing, but, like, clearly, like, it hit a nerve and, like, it wasn't part of, like, the thing.
So you're just overcompensating.
No, yeah, like, I don't know what happened to me, but I just really wanted him to know that it was a joke and that I didn't mean it. But, like, looking back on it, I do feel like I maybe overdid it.
But did he get the point that you didn't mean it?
Yeah, I mean, I think he got it, but at the same time, like, I said it, like, for the third time during the meal, like, bringing it up jokingly again, and he didn't laugh. And so that's when I kind of knew, like, oh, and, like, for me, when that happens, it just makes me, like, want to convince someone even more that I'm sorry or kidding. And
It might have been okay if you would have dropped it after it happened and made a quick joke about it and moved on.
I know.
Do you think that's why he's not calling you back?
Well, no, actually, he did call me. The date went fine, other than I love you gate. And then he called me the next morning, but I was in the shower, and so I missed the call.
Yeah.
And he didn't leave a message, so I was like, oh, okay, I'll text him. So I texted him. I was like, sorry I missed your call. I was in the shower, winky face. Had a great time last night. We should do that again. What are you up to this weekend? Something like that.
Right.
And that was like 4 or 5 days ago, and I haven't heard from him.
Oh, really? Have you seen him in the building at all?
No.
Because that's always a risky thing. At some point, no matter how this turns out, you're going to have to share an elevator or the laundry room again.
I just think it's really weird that he would call me and then not respond to me after.
Yeah, I mean, you could understand it if after a first date somebody said I love you and then you just never talked to him again, but the fact that he called you in the
I
morning.
didn't say, like, I love you. I'm not, like, I get it. We're, like, you know.
Yeah.
But, like, it really seemed to, like, affect him, and I think that's why I kept going back to it, because even though I'd apologized once, it felt like it was, like, hanging in the air still, and I'm like, why? This shouldn't be this intense.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call them, and get your second date update, okay?
Thanks, guys.
Okay, hold on.
92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Second date update.
Right in the middle of a second date update, if you're just tuning in, Rachel is on the phone, and Rachel is in love. For the first time in her life, Rachel has found love, and it's slipped through her fingers, and it's not calling her back. And love's name is Adam.
Poor Rachel.
All right.
If you missed Rachel recap her date, she met a guy that lives in her apartment building. They agreed to go out for drinks and dinner. And while they were riding to the restaurant, he was joking around. She laughed, and it just kind of slipped out. She said, I love you. And she thinks that's the reason he's not calling her back. Because, one, she said, I love you. And then she spent the rest of the date trying to pour it on that it was a joke and saying, I love you to everything and everybody. And just any way she could drop the I love you line, she would do it. And now he's not calling her back, and she's wondering why.
I mean, what do you like so much about Adam?
He was just really easy to talk to, and he was really funny. You know, like, a guy being funny is the most important thing to me.
I loved funny guys, don't you?
I love him too.
All right, okay. I did. Laying it on real thick.
All right. I'm going to dial his phone number right now and see if we can find out why he's not calling you back, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is Adam there?
Yeah, this is him.
Hey, what's up, Adam? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on today?
Not much. Why are you calling me?
Oh, just checking in, man. Just, you know.
No, I don't.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, the real reason I'm calling is that somebody emailed us about you and asked if I could get you on the phone. Her name is Rachel. She actually lives in the same building as you do.
What?
Do you remember Rachel? Do you know Rachel?
Yeah, but why are you calling about her?
Well, because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and ask why. So Rachel's wondering why you won't call her back after your date.
I did call her.
Right. She said that after your date, she got a missed phone call from you, and then she texted you back and was like, hey, sorry I missed your call, and then she hasn't heard from you since.
Wow, she told you everything.
She did. She even told us about the I love you comment.
Yeah, that, That was pretty embarrassing for her.
Oh my God.
Is that the reason that you're not calling her back? Because she dropped "I love you" on a first date?
No, I actually thought that was kind of endearing.
Really?
Yeah, because she got so worked up about it. She kept saying it. And, I mean, I got that she just said it as, a saying. And I wanted her to move on, but she didn't.
You didn't help her at all. And she said after she said "I love you" that you got super awkward.
I didn't get awkward after the first time she said it. I got awkward after the fifth or sixth time she said it.
Yeah, she told us that she feels like she went a little too hard on trying to let you know that it was a joke.
I wouldn't say it was a little too hard. I mean, I was trying to get to know her, and she just kept saying it, and it just kept getting in the way. Trying to get to know her. I thought she was great, and I wanted her to just stop saying it.
Poor girl, she was so awkward about it.
Yeah.
So is that the only issue then? The "I love you"?
No, I knew it was a joke, and I wanted to see her again, and that's why I called her. And the call went to her voicemail, and on her voicemail is this other dude who, yeah, he sounded like a real douche. He was like, "Hey, what's up? This is Rachel's phone. Leave a message because she's busy right now." And she's laughing in the background, and he's laughing about it. And it's like, what?
Weird.
Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah.
So you're not calling her because there was a guy's voice on her voicemail?
Yeah, sketchy.
It wasn't just a guy's voice. It was the way he was talking and the way she was reacting to it in the background.
Don't you think it's just like a voicemail joke that just isn't very funny to you?
It didn't seem like it. Who's this dude? And why is she laughing like she loves it?
You don't know who the guy is? Why don't you just call her up and ask her?
I mean, it might sound paranoid if I call her up and I'm like, "Hey, who's that dude on your voicemail?"
Yeah, I can see that. Being like, "Hey, was it another dude? You seeing somebody else?" Like it's been one date.
Already?
But you are being that way since you're not calling her back and you don't know who this guy is. It could be her brother for all you know.
You're right, it could be, but it might not be. And it's only been 4 days. I still haven't decided if I'm going to call her back.
You know what? Why don't we just clear this thing up once and for all and ask who the guy is? Because she's been on the phone listening this whole time.
What?
Yeah. Rachel?
Hey, Adam.
Hey, Rachel.
So I guess I have some explaining to do. I'm kind of, I guess, relieved. But the person on my voicemail is an ex-boyfriend.
Whoa!
Okay.
What?
Why?
Good question.
I mean, it's really not that big of a deal. I mean, it's just my voicemail. I think it's really funny. I like the way he's putting on this, like, douchey, silly voice, and I sound really happy in it. It's just, it's just, to me, it doesn't seem like a...
Wait. Time out. You like the way your ex sounds and the way you sound happy with him?
Okay, look, it's really not that big of a deal. I mean, things didn't end badly between us, and I just thought it was funny,
Yeah, but it's over. Are you not over him? How long ago did you break up?
We broke up like 3 months ago, but no, I don't have feelings for him at all. It's just...
Okay. So, yeah, you are clearly not over him. Have you gone on any date other than me since you broke up?
Yeah, I went on one, but I wasn't super into him.
Rachel.
But
Rachel, nobody listening believes that you're over your ex. Not one person.
oh my God, you guys! Just because I have a voicemail with someone on it doesn't mean that I'm emotionally attached to them.
Oh no!
It's over.
I feel like
Facebook friends with their exes. People get coffee with them. It's not. I'm not in love with him at all.
I don't know, but it just seems like you wouldn't even want to have hear their voice that often, let alone have that be on your voicemail all the time.
Well, when I listen to my voicemails, it's not like an answering machine. I don't listen to it. I don't even think about it. The only people that hear it are the people that call me.
You like the way it sounds. Do you call your voicemail and just listen to it?
No, that is not something that I do. And honestly, Adam, I really like you, but we've only been on one date. And as we get to know each other, I'm happy to change my voicemail if it bothers you.
That's a big step.
It's not. That's see what I mean. It's not a big deal to me. It's just like I just feel a little on the spot and awkward right now. I just feel like I don't need to be bringing in my past You know, it's my past. It's just a voicemail. You know, I'm
But
not
it's
like
not your
texting
past. You're
him.
still living in it.
Adam, I mean, she said that she'll take the voicemail down. That's a first step. I'm sure she'll get rid of her photo collages that are in her apartment as well.
She said she'd do it after we get to know each other. That's not. It's gotta be like. It's gotta be done.
Well, hey, Adam, would you like to go out on a second date with Rachel? We will pay for it.
No.
That was quick, Adam. You don't even give her a shot, man. I mean, you've gotten out of relationships. We all have. And after 3 months, it's sometimes hard to let go a little bit.
Mhm.
She's ready, man.
Yeah, she's clearly not.
You say so. It's a no. You're not going to give her another shot.
Listen, Rachel, I like you.
I like you too.
I think we go along really well. But I think there's some things that you need to examine. And once you've done that, hit me up.
Okay, so you mean like
Oh my
3
God,
months?
Adam, come on.
6 months down the line, Adam, after she's had time to heal?
Yeah, I mean, like,
oh my
they
God,
were
Adam,
together
you're
for a year.
making a huge mistake right now. I just want to eat food and make out with you, and I'll delete my voicemail. It's not a big deal. Like, I don't know what happened to you, but like, if you have bad experiences with people messing around with their exes or something, like, there is no unfinished business, and if you feel this strongly about it, there's nothing I can say.
Come on, Adam.
Did you hear
Adam, eat some food and make out.
Yeah, that proposal doesn't fall into your lap every day, Adam.
Awesome.
If I weren't over him, would I be on the radio trying to get a second date with you? Come on.
It's a good point.
Would you still have his voice on your voicemail?
You could be my new voicemail if it makes you feel better.
Wow, I'm honored, but I'm gonna have to pass.
Oh, I can't believe that. She was even honest the whole time. Come on.
Sorry, Rachel. No second date.
Man, I really thought it was because of the I love you thing, and now I'm learning it's because of something bigger.
It's because of the I love you thing with your ex.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 that says, what's wrong with that guy who doesn't want to eat food and make out? What an idiot. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning talking about the second date update. Rachel wanted to call this dude named Adam. They live in the same building. They went out, had a good time. She thought he wasn't calling back because she accidentally was laughing at something he said and it slipped out. She said, I love you. And then the whole evening she kept making excuses and trying to point out that it was a joke when she said, I love you. She didn't actually mean I love you. But the problem was he called her for a second date and she still has her ex-boyfriend on her voicemail.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to go out with her again because of that.
You can't blame him too much, but she did sound.
Du bist echt einzigartig. Genau wie Monte. Mit der unvergleichlichen Kombi aus geliebter Milchcreme und Schokohaselnuss. Monte, immer da.
Lebenslauf schreiben geht einfacher auf Stepstone. Macht euch bereit. Der Kryptobulle ist los. Wir senken die Gebühren. Jetzt Kryptos kaufen ohne Gebühren. Zudem 1% Cashback in Form von Aktien für die Übertragung deiner Crypto-Assets. Jetzt anmelden. Surprisingly eToro.
Pretty cool about it. Like, I'll change it. It's not a big deal.
It's one of those situations. It's a deal, but you don't know why. It just doesn't feel right.
She didn't sound like she was still into her ex at all, but he was convinced that she was not over her ex because she left him on the voicemail.
Yeah.
Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.
For some people, dating is like running a marathon.
Mm.
You gotta pace yourself. Take it nice and slow and steady so you can make it all the way to the end. For others, they treat dating like a sprint to the finish line.
Oh man, I'm exhausted.
Weird, the finish line is located in my bed sheets.
Oh. Wow.
But Dee Dee, who's on the phone with us for a second date today, she decided to turn her dating life into a full-blown decathlon.
Uh-oh, what does that even mean?
She got sponsors, hydration stalls set up.
Okay, so she's pro.
Oh, yeah, she did.
All
And
right.
You'll understand what I mean in just a minute, but first, let's meet our decathlete. Dee Dee, welcome to the show.
Hi, guys.
God, I feel honored. It's like we have a true Olympian on the phone right now, Dee Dee.
Oh my God. Thank you. I didn't really look at it like that, but now I feel really accomplished.
Yeah, you should be really proud of yourself. So tell us a little bit about why you called in.
Okay, so I got divorced recently, and it was just finalized. I was refusing to date until it was actually final.
Okay.
And now that it is, my friends, they've been pressuring me to get back out there.
Yeah.
And a couple of them have been doing this thing called the 10 for 10 challenge. Have you guys heard of that?
No.
No, what's that?
What is it?
Okay, so you go on 10 Tinder dates with 10 different guys 10 days in a row.
Whoa.
That just sounds like the normal Tinder life.
No way, that sounds exhausting to me.
It's a lot, quite honestly, but at the same time, I have a bit of a competitive spirit, so I decided I was going to do it. I haven't been on a date in almost a year at this point, so.
Okay, so if you're calling us, I'm guessing you didn't win the competition.
Well, I mean, I at least finished the race.
Okay.
So how many of these guys are we going to be calling today?
Well, we're only calling the one, but in order to get to 10 dates, I told a little bit of a white lie on my profile and said that I was a yoga instructor because I thought, that's just a step below acrobat on the sexy scale,
I know, and men are so predictable, aren't they?
Oh, we love
all of a sudden, so you're flexible, girl? Yeah.
We've got a lot of yoga pants.
I almost put I'm flexible, and then I was like, that's too much.
Yeah. So I'm assuming a lot of quality options hit you up.
Well, I mean, it was really more about volume than anything else.
You're like the 7-Eleven of dating. You just want a lot of people through the door.
Honestly, I think it was my most honest, genuine Tinder experience because I didn't even read profiles. I was like, for once in my life, I'm using this app for what it's supposed to be for.
Okay.
Mindless swiping.
So which one of the 10 guys did you actually connect with?
Well, this guy, he was date number 8. So I was pretty sick of dating at this point.
Yeah, things were looking pretty bleak.
Yeah, but number 8 was awesome, so awesome that I actually told him the truth.
Wait, you told him about the 10 for 10 or that you were divorced? There's a lot of truths here.
Oh my God, no. I did not tell him about the 10 for 10. In fact, thank you for reminding me. Please don't say that to him. I want to call him, but I don't want him to know that he was number 8 of 10.
I thought that's what you came clean about. You told him about the divorce.
No, I told him I'm not a yoga instructor.
Oh, God. There were so many things on our list there.
No, and he knows I'm divorced. That was no secret. But
okay.
No, I didn't tell him about the 10 for 10. I just figured he was really sweet, and I'm going to tell him the truth because I want to see him again. And he laughed it off. No big whoops. Everything was fine. But
Wow, what a good guy to be able to look past not dating a yoga instructor. You don't find a lot of guys like that these days.
I would have got up and left.
Okay, well, to be fair, I am very flexible.
Good to know.
So what were some of the highlights with Tony?
You know that montage in Ferris Bueller where they go to the museum and it's all artsy and deep and so it felt like that. I felt like a grown-up date.
I don't really remember that montage. I'm gonna be honest. It
was like the kind of date you see in the movies. Usually my dates are more we go and eat something real quick, maybe smoke something, and that's it. Maybe watch a movie. But this was like a date.
Like you were looking at art.
So yeah, did you go to museums then? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we walked around downtown, and then we went to the museum, and we were holding hands. I think that's why I got so mushy.
Cute.
Ooh.
I like that.
You danced in the parade as it went by. I've seen that Ferris Bueller movie.
We almost ran into his dad. It was super tense.
Yeah.
I think that in some ways, holding hands is even more intimate than kissing someone.
Really?
Oh my God,
That's what I'm saying. I just got divorced. We hated each other, but we still slept together occasionally because we're human beings and we have needs. But we have not held hands in 6 years.
See?
All right.
Okay.
So how did the day end?
It was just really sweet, Honestly, I maybe gave him a little more info than he needed on a first date because, like I said, I did get really kind of mushy. We were holding hands. It felt like we were together for a while. So I started talking about my actual job or job that I'm trying to get, I guess. I'm an aspiring author. I'm a writer.
Cool.
I'm not yet published. So I'm sort of in that super broke, not sure if I actually have any talent in my career. It's very stressful. Like, I have to tell myself every day that, like, this is my purpose. I'm born to do this, but I don't have any evidence yet.
Totally, a classic artist.
So what do you think went wrong on the date? Why do you think this guy isn't calling you back?
I'm a woman, so, like, my first thought is he met someone he'd rather have sex with than me. But my second thought would be that I think I may have frightened him off and maybe come off a bit crazy, because I did, lie on my profile about the yoga thing, and then I got a little bit vulnerable, let's say, talking about my career. May have got a little bit misty for a moment.
Too much too soon.
Yeah.
Guys don't like misty. So
They love moist, but not misty.
Yeah. Now that's a bumper sticker.
yeah, you're speaking my truth here. All right, Dee
I
Dee.
like you, Dee Dee.
Well, we're going to play a song, come back, and call Tony for you and get your second date, okay?
Okay, everybody cross your fingers and your toes, please.
Okay, got them all crossed.
All right. Hold on. If you're just joining us for today's second date, we're on the phone with Dee Dee, who's FD and DTD.
What?
Freshly divorced and down to date.
I don't think that's what that was.
I'm pretty sure that's a popular saying that all the teens are using nowadays.
Yeah, put that in your profile, Dee Dee. You'll get some swipes.
Yeah, the 19-year-olds are big into the divorce days.
Oh, yeah. A lot of the divorced teens are using this now. Anyway, Dee Dee's friends got her to try something called the 10 for 10 challenge, which is where you go out on 10 Tinder dates over 10 days with 10 different dudes.
Yes.
Wow.
And her 8th date is the one that really stuck. His name's Tony, and she had a great time exploring the city Ferris Bueller style with him, but there has not been a meetup since then. And Dee Dee, we never asked you this. Have you actually tried to contact him yet after the date, or is this the first time you're reaching out?
No, I mean, I've texted him. He just hasn't texted me back. So I'm like, I'm in a place now where I don't even know if he's not interested or if he, fell off the face of the earth.
Okay. All right. Well, what's interesting, though, you could actually call your 10 for 10 challenge a success, because at least you met one dude you really liked.
I was looking at it as a success because I actually put up with all 10 of them. Like, I didn't give up.
Okay.
You persevered, and that's all that matters in the dating
I
world.
was like, I held on to hope in the face of no hope at all.
All right. All right.
All right, we're going to keep that positive attitude going, and we're going to give Tony a call for you and get your second date, all right?
Yeah, it seemed like a really good idea until this moment. Now I'm kind of freaking out. So let's do this.
All right, we're going to make this work for you, okay? We're going to call him right now.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Tony, please?
Speaking?
Is this number 8, Tony?
Excuse me?
Sorry.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, okay. So, Tony, this is young Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
The young Jeffrey from where?
Don't worry about it, actually. Forget it.
Hi, Tony.
It's not going to help you.
Everything Jeffrey's saying is confusing. We're a radio show.
Yes.
Why are you a radio show and why are you calling me?
We were hired by some people
That
a
make
while
bad
ago.
decisions.
Yeah. Don't ask us why we're a show. We don't have a good answer for you. But
Barely a show.
the reason that we're calling you is because we're doing something called the second date. Have you ever heard of that before?
No, I have not.
Well, we're about to turn you into a listener.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about the second date. That's where if you go out on a date with someone and they're not calling you back, you can reach out to us to try and figure out why that is. So we're calling on behalf of a woman named Dee Dee.
Dee Dee. Oh, okay.
Yes, okay.
So I'm on the radio right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But more importantly, you went out with Dee Dee maybe a week or so ago.
And she really likes you and she wants to know why you haven't gotten in touch with her since then.
So she had a radio show call me.
Well, you weren't answering her text messages.
Yeah.
Well, that's none of your business.
True.
We're not trying to pry or anything. Dee Dee just feels like you guys had a real connection and your date sounded pretty awesome.
Okay, well, what, she thought it went really well, you're saying?
Yeah.
Do you think it went well or do you not think it went well? We want to know a little bit more about it so that we can help Dee Dee understand why she's getting blown off.
Well, if you must know, I think it went well to a point, We went out to a museum. We walked around. It was a really relaxing date, I would say.
Okay, so what changed?
So, I guess towards the end of the date, we
started talking more in depth about, I guess, our personal lives and our backstories. And then at that point, kind of a big red flag came up.
She told us that she came clean about lying to you on her dating profile about being a yoga instructor. Is that what you're talking about?
No, not that. That was perfectly fine and funny.
Okay.
A lot of people tell lies on Tinder, so that wasn't anything big. Not in comparison to what she ultimately did tell me, though.
Can you share what that is? She seems like a pretty open person. I mean...
Right. Well, I don't know what she told you guys, but so she's trying to become an author. Perhaps she's mentioned this?
Yeah.
She said she's not published yet, but it's like a dream of hers.
So, she's writing, and it's very stressful for her, and she hasn't been able to really work or make much money for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But she said as of now, she's been covered financially due to the bus scam.
What'd you say, the bus scam?
Yep, the bus scam.
What
does that mean?
Is it like some pyramid scheme where she's selling cosmetics at a bus stop?
If only. It's a little more deep than that. She basically conned the city into giving her a settlement due to getting hit by a city bus.
Wait, what did you just say?
Like a lot of money then?
She got hit by a bus to get money from the city.
Yeah, and she's been living off this for years now.
You're saying she did it on purpose?
Yeah, something like that.
Wait, did she
Hold on.
Did she tell you that, or was she joking? Like, that sounds like a big joke someone would say.
No, it was pretty serious. I did ask if she was joking, but she said she was 100% serious.
What?
Jose's coming up with all sorts of ideas. What public transit do I throw myself in front of next?
Ask her if it hurts.
Yeah, 5:15 comes in 6 minutes, Jose. You better get down there.
I'm out of here, guys. See you
Okay,
later.
okay. I think,
Wait a minute.
yeah, we need to ask Dee Dee about this. Dee Dee, did you jump out in front of a bus on purpose to make some money?
She's on the phone.
No. Wow, Tony, that is not how I told you the story at all. Like, oh my God.
What? Hold on.
That makes me
First
sound
of
like
all,
a psycho.
I can't believe you're on the phone and you had a radio show call me to ask why I didn't call you back. That's psycho right there.
Sorry, I think, Tony, that was on me. We shouldn't have hit you like a bus like that. We have them listening on the other line so that they can know what's going on. So Dee Dee's been hearing everything you said.
But I need you guys to understand something, because like this is the last reason I thought he wasn't calling me back. Because that's not exactly how it happened. Okay, first of all,
Die Jubiläumsstaffel ab Mittwoch 20:15 Uhr in Sat.1.
Bereit für was immer der Tag bringt? Abtei Immunkomplex 3 in 1 Formel schützt vor äußeren Einflüssen, unterstützt dein Immunsystem und aktiviert deine natürliche Energie. Abtei Immunkomplex. Was immer der Tag bringt.
I'm not like some scammer. I refer to it as the bus scam because I think it's funny that I happened to get hit by a city bus and get a settlement. It's kind of good luck as far as I can see. Like,
why would you call it a scam?
Because it's funny. You know, I got hit by a bus. That sounds ridiculous. And not for nothing, in the artistic community, it's kind of everyone's dream.
It's like winning the lottery.
That's the perfect scenario. I got hit by a bus, but I'm totally fine.
Well, it doesn't sound fine to me, because I don't know if I could be with somebody who just so openly cheated the system that way.
How did I cheat the system? I got hit by a bus. I didn't jump in front of a bus.
I want to see the video. I don't know.
But you pretended to be more hurt than you actually were to get a bigger settlement.
Wow, I think you're making a lot of assumptions about me, Tony, especially considering, like, I didn't even ask for alimony or anything for my husband. Like, the last thing I am is a scammer. But I'm also an optimist, so I look at this as a positive. I think this is a way I got lucky, and it's a jumpstart for my career.
Hey.
Well, it's sort of different from the way you told it to me when we were out on a date. How you saw the bus coming and you kind of leaned into it.
What? Well, I was being flippant. I was bragging about getting hit by a bus, for heaven's sake.
Oh, really?
But did you lean into it or did you not? So, like, what's the true story now?
Yeah, it's like she like Supermaned the bus.
Yeah.
Like, tried to stop it with her shoulder.
You leaned into a baseball, not a bus.
Honestly, I'm really glad that we did call him, because I'm like, Tony on the phone on the radio is so different from Tony in the museum.
I think you can say the same about
Well,
you,
I'm not
though.
awful sandbagged on the radio, so sorry about that.
So wait, Didi, are you not interested in him anymore because he's accusing you of being a bus scammer?
I can't believe he thinks that I would purposely get hit by a bus. Like,
I only think you purposely got hit by a bus because you told me that you purposely got hit by a bus.
I was exaggerating. I'm a writer. Oh my God, it's hyperbole, for heaven's sake.
Tony,
Were you in the middle of writing when you got hit?
Well, maybe that's why she wasn't looking both ways. Her head was down in her paper.
Oh, come on.
Tony, this is a positive thing. Like, I see this as an opportunity for like a romantic love story. You guys could be the next Bonnie and Clyde, scamming city buses across the country, taking home millions. Tony, think about it.
I see this as two people who hate each other currently.
Honestly, if it were reversed, I would be dating him just for the story. Like, this is a really good story.
It is, Tony, so you should really consider it, and if you say yes to going out on a second date, we will pay for it. Not just the dinner, but the bus fare, too.
No, because then we're accomplices.
Yeah, it's like a date scam now. She's scamming everybody.
Yeah, not at this time. It was really nice meeting you, Dee. And I know people say this all the time, but I really mean it. Try very hard not to get hit by a bus.
Sage advice.
Yeah, that's some great advice, Tony. Thank you.
If you really wished me well, you would say, you hope I do get hit by a bus again.
Oh, I guess.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Two things are going to happen in today's second date update. One, we're going to try to get this dude another date.
Yeah.
And two, it's going to be a karaoke off. I kissed a girl and I liked it. She was wearing some chappy chapstick. I kissed a girl, she was digging it. Hey everybody, check out my MySpace page.
Oh my God, is that really your go-to song? Because it changes the meaning of that song a lot when you sing
That
it.
is my go-to song, and I post all of my karaoke songs on my MySpace page.
Okay, and they're all Katy Perry for some reason.
Yes, they are. And Eric, who's on the phone right now, is a big karaoke guy. That's where he said he met the girl that he wants to call today, and that kind of ruffled my feathers because I'm ready for a challenge, Eric.
Oh, okay.
After we do the second date, you and I, karaoke off. What do you say?
Yeah, I think so. Let's do it.
All right.
He's like, you're weird, man. What's your go-to karaoke song?
You know, I sing a lot of stuff, but like if I really want to impress people, I do Born to Run. That's my go-to.
Born to Run.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you sang the night that you met the woman in question?
You know, it is. I actually just sung Born to Run, and her name's Anna.
Uh-huh.
She came and sat down at my table with, like, me and my guys.
Oh, I was thinking maybe she threw her panties at the stage. That's what I get when I sing. Chicks take off their undies and throw them at me. So
That's weird.
So Anna heard you sing and came and sat down with you guys?
Yeah, she did. You know, if you can nail karaoke, it's all the work you have to do. They come to you, you know?
Oh, really? You're like a bona fide celebrity at that point.
That's all you need to do. So is this a situation where you're not getting a call back, or did you guys actually end up going out on a date?
Well, both kind of. So we were talking, and she was like, "You want to get out of here?" So I was like, "Yeah, let's get out of here." And we went to like a quieter bar so we could just talk.
Okay.
Right? Like I left my guys. It was just the two of us.
Yeah.
So we did kind of go on a date. Like we met and kept going out that night.
Whoa.
And how did your quiet time at the other bar go?
I thought it went really well. Like we had several drinks, and I'd already been drinking at the karaoke bar, so it's a little fuzzy.
Okay.
But like I thought we really connected. You know, like it was one of the most intimate sort of first dates I've ever had. Like we really talked about like
sad stuff. We connected, I thought. Like
that sounds like a great experience. Like, what kind of sad stuff did you talk about?
No, not like super sad. Just like I vaguely remember talking about our exes, and I like talked about my ex. I think I may have cried at one point.
That's not good.
Why do you think this is a good experience in retrospect?
No, it was good because we felt connected. I thought
Uh-huh.
it was like a level of intimacy that you can only achieve with someone you really are connected with.
Was she into the crying though? Like, did she reciprocate or comfort you, or was she just like, I have to go?
I remember it being nice. I mean, again, I drank like a night's worth of drinking at 2 different bars. So I kind of twice as drunk as normal.
So what's interesting to me is that you're calling thinking this was a good experience when most people, if they ended up crying at a bar with some lady that they never met, would be calling to apologize.
I hear what you're saying, but it was like we really had something. From my perspective, it didn't feel like pitiful or sad. It felt like important.
So if the crying isn't the reason she's not calling you back, what do you think it was?
Oh God, maybe she met someone else. I don't know. I thought that it was great.
Okay. Well, we'll play a song, come back, and then we'll call her and get your second date update, all right?
Sure.
Don't cry while we're gone.
I'll try.
92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Come on in, jump on it, ride it. Hi, my name's Tony. My saddle's waiting. What's up? My name is Tony. I change the lyrics when I do karaoke. I change the lyrics a little bit to make it my own. Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
You know what that was?
What was that?
A warning shot. There can only be one karaoke king around here, and he pretends his name is Tony when he sings the song Pony by Genuine.
And he also talks about himself in third person.
Yeah, I don't know if I can live up to that.
Yeah, you can't.
I told you, after this second date update is over, since you met the girl you want to call today doing karaoke, we are going to have a karaoke challenge, you and I.
I'm shaking in my boots. I'm so scared.
You don't have to tell me that, Eric. I can hear the fear in your voice.
Jubal, he doesn't want to compete with you. He just wants to get a second date with this girl.
Because he's heard my abilities.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Let me just refresh everybody's memory before we make the phone call. Eric met Anna at karaoke. They ended up hanging out at a couple different bars that night. He's really confused why she's not calling back because he thought they had a great connection. He does say that he cried while they were hanging out, and they talked about their exes, which usually doesn't make for a good experience, but he swears that they really connected, and it was much deeper than we're thinking.
And I never heard, what was the last thing you guys said to each other?
Oh, God.
I know you were drunk, but...
I was super drunk. I mean, from what I remember, we walked out the bar. I turned right. She turned left. Because, I mean, we were going home together, so I was like, that's normal. But then I was like, wait, so I wanted to kiss her. And then I don't think she heard me. She just kept walking.
Oh, okay. Or she did hear you and kept walking, yeah. All right, I'm going to dial her phone right now, okay?
Sure, yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Anna?
This is Anna
Hey, Anna, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. How are you?
from the radio.
Yes. Yeah. Are you familiar with the show at all?
I've heard you guys once or twice.
All right, awesome. That means clearly you were a big fan those 2 times that you listened. Or that once and then maybe the twice that you listened because you keep coming back for more. And
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I can tell.
Anna, I'm calling you today because we actually got an email about you from one of our listeners.
About me?
Yeah.
From who?
Well, his name is Eric, and you guys met at karaoke the other night.
Oh, really?
Yes. He says he had a really fun time with you the other night and wants to know why you're not calling him back.
Wait, so he couldn't get in touch with me, so he called you guys?
Yeah, well, according to him, he's tried to get in touch with you, but you won't call him back or text him back or anything.
He seems to think that you guys connected on a whole nother level.
I mean, at first, when I first met him, we connected and everything was great, but then it kind of went downhill from there.
How did it go downhill?
I don't know what he told you, but we kind of got into some personal stuff. And I don't know if I want to, blast all of his stuff on the radio.
Well, a couple things. One, he is willing to have it blasted because he wanted to do this phone call. I mean, anybody that would call me out of the blue on the radio, I would dish all the dirt on him. And two, he said that he was out on the date with you and he started crying, talking about something. We thought that was weird.
And he said that he talked about exes too.
Yeah, and that's basically it. You guys drank a bunch that night.
Yep, that's pretty much what it was.
Was it the crying then? Like the crying turned you off?
I mean, the crying was definitely a lot, but there was one other kind of big thing.
Bigger than crying on the first date.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys, I don't know if I should be talking about this.
Okay, well, like I said, when anybody does one of these second date updates, they know that their business could get put out on the air, so he's prepared for that to happen. He just really wants to know.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. We talked to him, and we said, you might hear something you don't like, and he's cool hearing it.
And he's clueless. Like, he has no idea why you wouldn't be calling him back.
Really? Oh, I didn't think he was that drunk. Okay. Well, so it was towards the end of the night. We both have had quite a few drinks. We took a shot. We took one final shot. And into the night, things get a little rough. And he's telling me all these stories, and then he just starts to cry.
Oh, sweetheart isn't over his ex, is he?
Absolutely not. Not even close.
Yeah.
It was this one particular girl he was talking about. I guess they were engaged.
Ooh. Wow. Yeah, that's a big ex.
Yeah. So I think they had just recently broken off the engagement.
Yeah.
So he's talking about her. He's crying about her. And then he lets it slip that in order to help get over this girl, he recently bought a hooker.
Whoa! Wait a minute.
He told you he bought a hooker?
Wow!
Yeah, he just kind of dropped that bomb.
That's a big bomb to drop.
What did you say to that?
I asked for the check.
He was so drunk at that point, he might not have even noticed, really.
Oh, my God.
So, yeah, I mean, the crying is one thing, but then also going the extra mile to be like, and this is how I got over it. And hello, new man.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I had to get out of there after that.
Oh, my
You know who probably wishes they could get out of here right now?
Oh, yeah.
Who?
Eric, because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Eric?
Hey Anna, how you doing? Listen, I was joking.
I really, as you were sobbing into your drink, I really don't think you were joking.
All right, look, I don't remember telling you this. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe I wasn't joking, but it needs to be destigmatized, and I think that's really the what we learn from this.
No, Eric, that's not the route you're going to take on this one. No, sex work, it's not a moral issue right now.
It's a culture thing.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not a first date thing to admit. I don't think it did anything wrong.
Eric, you told me in the first couple. Hours that you had recently slept with a prostitute.
I thought we were connecting. I just felt comfortable with you.
What? There are some things that you don't share with strangers, connection or not.
Yeah.
We just met.
I was drunk. People say things when they're drunk. doesn't mean that that's the way they are all the time.
You're not buying prostitutes left and right, okay? It's just a one-off.
It's not like you made a bad joke. You told her about a real life situation where you hired a prostitute.
Just one time.
But here's the thing, Eric. Right now, you don't sound still even real regretful or embarrassed by the fact.
I don't really know what to say. I'm sorry that I overshared. I'm not sorry about my private life choices. I'm sorry I made that your business. But you know what? Now you know me. Now you know who I am. You know all my secrets.
And now you know if you go out with him and break up with him, he'll be all right.
Well, no, I want you to come. I just want you to know, Anna, that I like you. I like you a lot, but I also want you to accept me for who I am.
Hey,
Wait,
that's some brutal honesty.
Oh, come on,
Anna.
but buying a hooker is part of who you are? Is that what you're saying right now?
It's a choice I made once.
So yeah, it's part of you. Officially, forever, you are a man who has enjoyed the company of a prostitute. And that's okay if you're not ashamed of it.
Isn't a lot of sex transactional? Why is this the line, Anna? I mean,
what? Eric, all right. You're a very nice guy. I had a great time with you. But you're obviously not over your ex. You're trying to get over her by paying for sex. I don't know if I want to be a part of that.
You don't have to be a part of it. Like that was the past.
You just said that all sex was transactional to a point.
Yeah.
Well, isn't it? I mean,
so if we continue to go out and I do eventually sleep with you, will you just consider me a transaction?
Oh.
Not you.
Oh, right. You just backed yourself into a corner, Eric. Hey, Anna, would you like to go out with Eric one more time? We will pay for a second date.
Eric, I think you need to take some time to work on yourself.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll run into each other at karaoke again sometime down the line.
Oh.
Yeah, how about I just give you a week and then you can call me give me like a week.
You need more than a week.
I think you need a little more than a week.
Yeah.
Couple weeks. Come on, Anna.
No, I said no. And if that upsets you, I know something you could do to make yourself feel better.
Don't encourage it.
There you go, Eric.
That's not fair. Don't use that against me.
Hiring a prostitute is one of Eric's best qualities. And don't turn his good qualities against him.
Fine. All right. Are we done here?
Eric, I don't know. Is time up? How long did we have?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says, Eric almost had me until that last part. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, this dude Eric wanted to call Anna. They met over karaoke, and he wasn't sure why she wasn't calling back. Well, we got her on the phone and found out he was drinking a little bit, and he was kind of crying about his ex because they had just broken up. And then he revealed to her that he had hired the help of a professional to get over her. And by professional, I don't mean therapist, I mean a prostitute.
Yeah. And he didn't really back down from that being a good idea.
No, he owned it.
Yeah.
He was like, so what?
I don't know.
It's kind of a hard hump to cross.
I don't think. I know what happens a lot. I don't think any girl can actually sleep with the guy knowing that he's been with.
Well, would you be with a woman who slept with a hooker?
Well, I don't have standards,
Absolutely.
though. That's different.
For sure. That's what I look for. It's like a deal breaker if you haven't. Text in 78592. That's the question. Would you sleep with someone if you really liked them and you knew that they had hired a professional one time to help them out in the sexuals department? And if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Every guy has their go-to move when they're out at a party or a club and they see a girl that they like and they want to get their attention and get their number. My go-to move, you stand there seductively from across the room, make eye contact, slowly bite your bottom lip, stare him down like that a little bit, and slowly pour a drink over your head.
Ooh, I like it, Jubal.
Showing you how hot they are, because I'm cooling myself off, babe,
Yeah.
because you're just too damn sexy.
I hope it's a real sugary drink, too.
Your pina colada.
Yeah. Joseph met the girl that he wants us to call today at a party. Joseph, was your move to get her number anything like mine, or just pretty basic?
No, that's a good one. Mine was just to try to talk to her, just sit down and start talking to her.
That's pretty novel,
really have a
Joseph.
Yeah, you might want to step your game up a little bit. Work on that bottom lip bite.
What struck you about her when you saw her?
I really like the way she looks. She's petite. She's got dark skin, dark hair, and she was drinking whiskey.
Oh, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of a turn on when you see a girl who drinks whiskey. I don't know what it is. Just like, it's like, oh, you're kind of manly, and I like that about you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I can see a little chest hair, and it's turning me on.
Oh, if you had a 5 o'clock shadow. It really is, though.
Your voice is so deep.
There's something sexy about a girl who likes whiskey. I don't know what it is. So, how'd the conversation go? Did it seem like she was into you?
Yeah, I mean, we left together, so I think she was into me.
Oh, all right.
That's one of those type of second date.
It's usually a
updates. I
good.
see.
It's usually a good hint when a girl will leave somewhere and go home with you that she's into you. So that's.
Yeah.
Was that your idea or her idea?
Well, it was my idea to leave the party, but before that, she had wanted to go into a more private room in the house.
Ah.
Oh.
Wow, like that.
I mean, this girl's a
Nice.
good get him, and I like her.
Yeah.
I mean, I would even go on a date with this chick.
She's drinking whiskey. She's like, hey, screw all the pleasantries of talking or whatever. Take me in that broom closet right now.
She knows what she wants.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, one second we were talking, and the next second we were just making out in the other room.
Yeah, get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, enough fantasizing.
So anyway, we took a cab to my place, and when we were in the cab, I realized, like, while we were in the cab driving to my place, I didn't have any cash.
Okay.
And the guy would, like, well, I'll only take cash, so she ended up having to pay for the cab.
That's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, but it's embarrassing for a guy to be like, hey, come back with me to my place. And like, oh, can you also pay for our transportation?
But it sounds like this girl was in charge already. So, I mean, it's just par for the course at this point.
Maybe.
So what happened when you finally got back to your place? How'd things go?
We started fooling around again, but then she just, like, I don't know, like, she said she was really tired.
Oh, man.
And I was like, okay, well, you're welcome to crash here. You know, I mean, you can, I was like, I offered to make up the sofa bed, and she was like, no, I think I'm just going to go home. So then I called her another cab, and she ended up, I guess, she paid for 2 cabs.
Oh, God.
Cheap ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll call you a cab, but hey, still no cash. That's the problem. How quickly after you guys got back there did she pull the whole, I'm tired and I want to go?
Pretty quickly.
Okay. Do you think that she was just upset that she had to pay for her own cab to your place?
I don't know. It doesn't seem like it would have been that much of a deal breaker. I don't know what happened. I mean...
Was there any awkward moments? Did you say anything weird?
No. Everything was great. I'm like... That's why I, like, wanted to, email you guys, because I feel like that there's still a chance. I just don't know why she hasn't gotten back to me.
See, we've crossed this bridge before where a guy is taking a girl home and then she left early. And it's usually because there's something strange in your apartment, maybe.
Yeah, she sees something.
Or like you live with your mom.
No, I don't live with my mom, so...
It's the way you're hesitating. It sounds like you have some weird stuff in your place.
No. I mean, I have a roommate, but he's not that weird, and you also don't see any of his stuff when you come in.
All right. Okay, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Cool.
All right, man, hang on.
92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Joseph, you know what I think happened on your date? What went wrong?
What?
I think the girl that you went out with, well, I guess met at the party and then took back to your place. Halfway through your makeout, remembered that she had a boyfriend.
Oh, no.
Doesn't that kind of sound right, though? Like,
I hate that memory.
well, if you're just joining us for the second date update, Joseph met Kimberly at a party. They were drunk a little bit. They got a cab back to his place. One thing you should note, he made her pay for the cab. But a little while into their makeout session, she kind of got weird and was like, I'm tired. I need to go home and get out of there. What I'm thinking is she was drunk, and then while you're making out, she was like, I shouldn't be doing this, and then left. Any chance she has a boyfriend, Joseph, that you might not know about?
I hope not.
Oh, come on, you've stalked her Facebook page.
Yeah, there's nothing on there.
Okay, see,
She
exactly.
wasn't trying to deny it.
I think she's just playing him.
Really?
Yeah, she's drinking whiskey. She's in charge, and she decided that he wasn't good enough for her. Sorry, Joseph.
Yeah, he's on the phone.
Yeah, all right, Joseph, you ready to call her?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Kimberly, please?
Speaking.
Hey, Kimberly, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Hi.
What's going on?
I don't know if you have the right person.
I think I might.
Okay.
Did you recently meet a guy named Joseph at a party?
What's going on?
My name is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5. Joseph is a friend of the show.
Okay.
He told us about how you guys met, said that he really liked spending time with you, and he's been trying to get a hold of you, but you haven't been calling him back.
Yeah,
So
I
he-
just would rather forget the night happened.
All right, so you want to forget about Joseph altogether. See, he wanted us to
Yeah.
ask you if there was a specific reason that you're not calling him back and that you didn't want to say.
You know what? I was pretty tipsy at that party, and as the night progressed, I just like things kind of got worse. So.
All right. You clearly don't have a problem talking about Joseph with us at all, do you?
No, I don't really care.
What did he do? Why don't you like Joseph?
Oh, I don't know why I didn't notice it at the party, but he's just not that smart.
We heard we were just making out at the party, so that's probably why.
Like I said, regrets.
He told us that he made you pay for the cab, too. How'd that make you feel?
Yeah, well, it's like, okay, dummy, really?
Wait, but you went back to his place, so you didn't realize how dumb he was, according to you, until you sobered up?
Like I said, I was pretty tipsy, and I regret some decisions that I made. And, what I saw made me just want to leave. So I got out of there pretty quickly.
Did you say what you saw?
Yeah.
I knew it.
What did you see?
Well, he took his shirt off, and he has 3 different women's names tattooed on his body.
Oh,
Stop it.
No way.
Please don't tell me they're also in Old English.
They actually weren't even, it wasn't even good, artwork.
It's just like someone took some Indian ink and a needle and went to town writing girls' names on him.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't even want to know what that's about.
So you didn't ask him at all? Like, you didn't say, hey, is your mom's name tattooed on your
I
chest?
was like, hey, I'm tired. I'm going to get another tab and pay for it.
Maybe those are family members, like Brooke said.
With an X through it?
Oh, there was an X drawn through it?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, it could be a family member he doesn't talk to anymore. I'm trying to help you rationalize this.
You know what? It was a weird night for me, so
Yeah.
thanks for bringing it up.
You're welcome. Thanks for being honest with us. Aren't you curious to find out who those girls are?
I am.
No, I was willing to get out of there.
Well, I want to find out.
Yeah.
That's why I think we should ask Joseph. Hey, Joseph?
What?
Hey.
Kimberly, Joseph is actually on the other line, has been listening to this whole conversation.
Oh, my God. Thanks for putting me on a radio show. What? Who does that?
Hi, Kimberly. Thanks for not calling me back or even responding.
He's such a hurt.
Whose names are on you, Joe?
Yeah, I'm actually curious, Joseph. What are those names all about?
They're my ex-girlfriends, but they're not on there anymore.
What?
They're gone. They're crossed out.
You made that mistake 3 times?
Doesn't count.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. I get it, but it's like, for me, I just want the reminder that that's over,
Okay. Wouldn't you like to maybe warn Kimberly before you took your shirt off that, hey, there's going to be something that surprises you here?
That's even worse to say.
I don't know. She's better just figuring it out on her own.
I mean, did everyone explain their tattoos the second they take off their shirt? It's personal, so it's not even. I've never seen that.
Oh my God. Do you see what I was dealing with? It's really weird.
Wie groß bin ich? Klein. Deshalb gibt's Kinderschokolade
It's weird to you. I mean, it's not necessarily weird to everybody. I mean, you're basically showing yourself to be pretty stuck up.
Everybody. I mean, like, I'm sure you'll take your shirt off and make out with everybody, you know?
Whatever, fine. Is this over?
Oh, wow.
Joseph, come on, you got to defend yourself a little bit, dude. I mean, she called you dumb.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't even going to mention that, but that's ridiculous. Because I mean, we didn't. We were.
You
Whatever.
do this
I mean,
pause when you talk, like you're doing it now. I don't know what's going on. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm just like, what's happening?
All right. Well,
Oh, gosh, Kimberly.
Joseph,
God, you're so brutal.
you found out why Kimberly wasn't calling you back.
Oh, Joseph.
Would you entertain the idea of getting just cover-up tattoos for those names on you, or you like having your
I
ex-girlfriend's name?
I like my tattoos. I'm keeping them.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, the tattoos are important to me because they're like memories. I carry them on my body, like physically on my body. That is personal to me.
I would just even recommend growing more chest hair or something.
I would recommend not being such a.
All right, then. Joseph, I would like to...
You know what? I didn't even ask. Kimberly, would you like to go out with Joseph again? We will pay for it.
No, thank you.
I'll pay?
No, thank you.
All right.
he's
Brooke,
just-
would you like to go out with Joseph after what he just said to you?
Oh, yeah. He's such an injured little puppy in a corner.
Joseph, no second date for you, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, big surprise.
You're such a douchebag, dude. Like, I was trying to defend you at some point.
Right, you call it defending me?
Joseph, I support you and your tattoos, man.
Whatever. Thanks, Jubal.
You're welcome. Joseph's about to make another tattoo appointment. That's Brooke and Jubal on his chest crossed out.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
And I met you.
Oh, no. Come on.
What are you talking about?
Well, from your email, it says that you took your date out on a tour of a chocolate factory. I figured that's somewhere where you take, like, someone in their early 80s or a 4-year-old. So I figured, I was assuming you're not dating, like, young children, I hope. And so I was guessing that you're dating somebody who's, you know, getting on in years. Is that true?
No, it's not.
So your date was your age?
Yeah.
And I'll have you know, we did a chocolate tour at Theo when I was dating my husband, and look how it turned out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look how it turned
We're
out.
married
The
now.
only people I know that still actually read a newspaper. In other words, you're not dating 90-year-olds, are you, Nicholas?
No,
Okay.
I'm not.
All right. Well, tell us a little bit about the girl that you want us to call today. We already know that you took her on a tour of a chocolate factory. Was that fun?
We had a great time, but we met when we were volunteering at a charity event.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and I don't do it all the time, but with the holidays coming up, I thought it was a nice thing to do.
Nicholas was volunteering at our senior citizen.
Yeah, charity event.
We get it.
Cleaning up bedpans, you know. So you guys met at a charity event. Did you ask her out the same day that you met her, or?
Yeah, I did. She's really energetic, and she made the event a lot more fun. So I thought, well, I'd like to spend more time with her, so I just asked her, and she said, yeah.
Okay.
So you asked her out, and you guys went to the chocolate factory. What was your main selling point there?
Well, before we went, I read that chocolate was an aphrodisiac. So, not that I was going to get fresh or anything. But
You didn't actually tell her that, did you?
Yeah, please.
No, what do you think?
Hey, I got a great date. We're going to go to this chocolate factory because I heard chocolate makes people horny.
Yeah.
You want to go there?
Yeah, that's a great pickup line.
Okay, so you kept the aphrodisiac part to yourself, but she seemed to enjoy herself at the chocolate factory?
Yeah, we saw the process, and at the end they let you sample all the chocolates that are there, and it seemed like she was having a great time, and I could see us hanging out more.
Okay.
And then when we walked out to her car when we were leaving, I made a pretty bold move, and that might be why she's not calling me back.
What did you do? Did the tour excite you like you thought it would? And you actually showed her how excited you were.
No. When we were walking out, I grabbed her hand, I spun her around and kissed her, and she seemed shocked by that. But I said, I have a rule that I always kiss on the first date, but only if the girl's worth it, and you're worth it.
Nice line.
That's a
Nick?
lame line.
You don't like that line?
No,
I
that's
kind of like that
stupid.
line.
And it makes you sound like you kiss every girl on the first date.
But only if she's worth it. I don't. I really don't.
To me, it sounds the opposite, that you don't kiss every girl on the first date. I guess you know what, your line would have worked on me.
You're not really my target audience.
Hey, well, maybe you're dating the wrong kind of people. So you spun her around, you kissed her, and you gave her that line. And did she react in a positive way, or did she seem annoyed by that?
Well, I asked her if we could hang out again, and she said yeah.
Okay.
She seemed really excited by it. So.
What kind of kiss was this? Was this like a peck type of kiss, or is this full on, like, lasting a couple seconds?
It was a big romantic kiss. It was like a movie kiss. I wanted her to remember it so I can get a second date out of it.
Okay, and she agreed to hang out again. How long has it been since you heard from her then?
Well, I've texted her and I've emailed her, but it's been 3 days.
You said you may think that you maybe went too far with the kiss. Did she act like flustered, giggly? What was her attitude afterwards?
But she was giggly. She was blushing a little bit, but it didn't seem, it didn't seem not normal.
Yeah, I think she didn't like it. She wouldn't have told you that you guys would be going out again. She probably would have called the cops on you right then and there for harassing her. So she obviously wasn't that thrown off by your kiss. What do you think it is then? Why do you think she doesn't want to call you back?
Maybe she didn't like the chocolates. I don't know.
She
She's
doesn't
mad about
have
the chocolate.
any known chocolate allergy that you're aware of,
That's-
right?
I mean, that's the only thing I can think of.
She's been in the hospital for a week straight for chocolate allergy. All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, get her on the phone, and get your second date update, okay?
Awesome, thank you.
All right, and by the way, I'm still head over heels about that line.
Oh,
Used.
gosh.
Use it all you want.
No, I want you to use it on me, Nick. If this second date doesn't work out for you. All right, hang on.
92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, Nick, here we go. You ready to call Rachel and see why she isn't getting back to you?
Yeah, I am.
You know what, I was thinking about it. And your whole dating experience proves to me that you just cannot please any woman out there, okay? Either you don't kiss them on a first date and they think that you're a puss, right? Or you do kiss them on a first date and they think that you're too forward. That's why, Nick, I don't even think we should do the second date. I think you need to start dating dudes. And me and you need to go out. Hey, that line that he had on her, really.
It worked, dude.
It worked with me, man. What do you think? Let's just blow this whole second date thing off and you and I go out.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it, man.
All right, well.
Strange.
No, I'm let down. All right, if you're just tuning in for the second date update, Nick wants us to call that girl named Rachel. They went to a chocolate factory, had a tour, enjoyed themselves. At the end of the date, though, what he thinks might have gone wrong is he grabbed her while they were walking in the car, just turned her around and kissed her, and used his little patented line on her. What's that line again, Nick?
I have a rule that I always kiss on the first date, but only if she's worth it.
But only if she's worth it. And then you do the shooter hands at her. You're worth it.
Yeah, I just want to put, I don't do that. I just want to put that one out there.
Oh, okay, no shooter hands. You just say it. Okay, he's texted her a couple times, hasn't heard anything back. All right, man. I'm going to dial the phone to her right now, see if we can get her on the phone, and find out if that's what you did wrong, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Rachel, please?
Yeah, this is she.
Hey, Rachel, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. How you doing?
Fine. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. I'm calling because you recently went out on a date with a listener of ours, and he liked you a lot, but you haven't been returning any of his text messages or phone calls. So he emailed and asked if we could call you and find out if something went wrong on your date.
Okay.
His name is Nicholas.
Yeah, I know Nicholas.
You know Nicholas, okay. Well, we talked to Nick about your date. He told us that you went to the chocolate factory and all that good stuff. And he also says that he's been trying to get a hold of you, but you're not responding to anything. Is there a reason why, or are you just busy?
Listen, I'm at work and I want to be really nice about this, so let me just say this. Nicholas seems like a really, really nice guy, and actually the chocolate factory was a really lovely thing to do. But all throughout the time that we were there, he just kept saying stuff like, "Oh, my ex-wife would never do this, and she would never enjoy it the way you've enjoyed it today," and that kind of thing. And
He talked about his ex-wife the whole time.
yeah, pretty much. Like every other thing that we did, he was like, "Oh, she would never have tried this. You're so much cooler."
That is so annoying. Rachel,
Bad move.
I know you're at work. Thank you very much for,
Yeah, no,
talking to
and
us.
listen, he's not a bad guy. It was
Yeah.
kind of weird and creepy that he kept bringing her up.
I had an ex-girlfriend like that, and one time we were at the drive-thru at Taco Bell, and she's like, "This Taco Bell reminds me of Greg," and I was like, "What? What?" So I understand exactly how annoying that could be, especially on a first date, Rachel. Okay, so when I talk to him again, you want me to let him know that, hey, maybe don't talk about your ex-wife so much on a first date?
Yeah, and then here's the other thing. And again, super nice guy, but I got home, like he dropped me off. It was very sweet. And within like minutes, there was an email that he sent me saying, "Oh my God, I had such a wonderful time," which is fine. But then he started to list like all these different things that he had already looked up that he wanted us to try and do together.
So he was already planning the second date.
He planned out the next 6 months and just went totally overboard with what he sent me in the email.
So he talked about his ex-wife the whole time, and then he was a little too fast on just like, "Hey, man, we can do this and this and this and this." All things that my ex-wife didn't want to do. We can do all that. That's what he was like?
Basically, yeah. And again, I don't want him to feel like I'm trying to slight him or snub him. I just think that he needs to pull it back a little bit, not seem quite so eager. It turned me off.
Rachel.
I just don't want to go out with him again.
Thank you, Rachel. Appreciate you being honest with us.
Yeah.
And thank you for being honest with him, too, because he's actually on the other line and heard everything that you just said.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he is serious.
Yes, I am.
Oh,
Hi, Rachel.
hi.
Are you really talking about my ex-wife that much?
Yeah, you really were.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was. But honestly, everything... She wouldn't have done any of that, and I thought it was so great.
No, Nicholas, stop. You're talking... Okay, I understand what you're saying, but kind of by doing that, you're talking about her again. Maybe just explain to Rachel that you cannot talk about her in the future if Rachel wanted to give you another shot.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I...
Just take it.
Look, you're really, really sweet. I just think maybe you need to talk to someone about whatever feelings you haven't resolved over your ex-wife. It can't be with me, though.
Nicholas, is the divorce recent? Is that why you're still so stuck on it?
It was like 14 months ago. I'm not stuck on it.
Okay. You moved
brought
on
it up
completely.
on the first date.
And you just brought it up a second ago. I feel like, Nicholas, maybe you're not ready to be dating.
It's okay.
I kind of agree with them, Nicholas. I think that maybe you need to, take some more time to get over this, because anyone who talks about their ex-wife throughout an entire date... and then sends an email to someone saying, there's 3,000 things I want to do with you in the next 2 weeks, that's just kind of a bit much. Really. And I'm sorry, you guys, I'm trying so hard not to be mean because he's a nice guy. I don't want to go out with him again.
Yeah.
Wait, can you just stop saying you don't want to go out with me again? Because I've heard it 4 times now.
See, Nicholas, this it's not really fun to hear about something over and over and over again.
Yeah, but I don't think I was doing it over and over and over again. I don't recall that, and I didn't email you 3,000 things. I emailed you 3 things with 10 possible other things to do if those 3 things didn't work out.
You're very organized, Nicholas. I'll give you that.
I think that part's kind of sweet. Can't you say he was just excited about seeing you again?
No, I just think it was a little bit too much, and I don't want to go out with you again. Stop.
Sorry, stop saying that.
I know, Rachel, you've already answered my question, but I have to ask it anyway. Would you go out with Nicholas again? We'll pay for a second.
Ask her that. You already said it.
Poor Nicholas.
Trying a different language
Yeah,
or
but
something.
I just wanted to make sure, Nick.
Yeah, I think we've already covered the bases. I think we're all pretty sure that she doesn't want to go out.
I haven't heard it from her yet, or have I not been paying attention? So no date then, Rachel, right?
Nope.
Yeah. At least it wasn't the kiss that did you in. I mean,
At least Jubal wants to go on a date.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jubal, you free tomorrow?
Send him 30 date possibilities and don't think about it.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Today for your second date update, Amy is on the phone, and Amy says she's worried that her work got in the way of her first date.
Oh.
Ooh, no.
Which will happen when you're a porta potty diver. Because
Oh.
you're down there all day trying to fish stuff out. You don't smell very good when you go on the dates, I'm assuming. Is that what you do for a living, Amy?
No, I am not a porta potty diver. I am actually a musical therapist.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
A musical therapist?
So I motivate my clients through singing uplifting songs to them. You know, I kind of, well, it's receptive music therapy. It gets them into a meditative state and it really transforms their outlooks. It gets them into a relaxed space. And when you sing to somebody that's dealing with mental turmoil, it actually kind of shifts the chemistry of the brain a little bit.
whoa. I cannot
You know-
believe you're something more interesting than a porta potty diver.
Yeah. And Amy, I've been through pretty much every form of therapy that I have ever imagined, and I had no idea that there was this one. So it looks like somebody's got to go look for a new doctor.
Well, you know, I am seeing clients, so just let me know.
Okay.
All right, yep. Can't wait for you to sing to me.
God, I don't want to talk about the date now. I just want to talk about what she
Yeah.
does and have us sing to her. Fine, you went on a date, Amy. They're not calling you back.
I'm interested to how that got in the way of your work. I mean, you didn't start trying to like sing him through some mental turmoil in the middle of your date, did you?
Well, I mean, it did come up pretty organically, to be honest. He came
Oh, so you did?
Well, I usually do.
Okay, one second. Now, before we get to that, Amy, because that's going to take some time. What's the guy's name?
His name is Rick.
Rick, and where'd you meet Rick?
Rick and I actually met at a yoga class.
Okay.
Okay.
And what did you like about Rick?
He was just very charming and friendly, and he approached me, and I thought that, you know, maybe we would hit it off, and it seemed like we did.
So what did you guys do on your date?
We went to dinner, and it was a really nice little French place, pretty quiet, but he was a little bit late.
And how did that make you feel, Amy? Amy, how did that make you feel that he was late?
That's very funny. You obviously have had some experience with therapy before.
Some.
More than you can ever imagine, Amy. So anyway, how late was he?
He was only about 20 minutes late, but it really seemed to stress him out. You know, he came in and I could just feel his energy was so frazzled. And, you know, we were in a public setting, so I didn't want to sing to him right there, but I've been in this field for so long, and I can always tell when my music is going to make a difference in easing someone's tension,
Okay.
you know?
Wait.
So, Amy, did you just start singing to him out of the blue?
Well, I asked him to come a little closer and told him that that's what I would be doing if he was comfortable, and he said he was. So
Okay.
Prior to this, did he know what your line of work was?
I think he may have known that I was in therapy, but I don't think he was fully aware to what extent.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay.
What'd you sing to him? that old song by Next, Too Close?
Not quite. He needed a little motivation. He needed a little everything's okay kind of music. So I just brought him in a little close, and I sang him one that works for almost all of my patients.
Can you give us a sample?
Well, I started with the chorus for him, which is just, hey now, you're an all-star, get your game on, go play, and all that glitters is gold.
Dude, Amy.
Are you joking?
Amy, you know what? I was skeptical as soon as you started singing. So relaxed right now.
Come on.
Amy,
This is totally it. This is the reason he's not calling back.
But he seemed really, really relaxed by it. You know, he laughed a little at first. Most people do, but he then kind of sank into himself and opened up, and we really had a lovely time after that. About an hour's worth of conversation, and it just didn't stop.
Okay, well, what happened at the end of the date?
We hugged goodbye, and I sang him a little goodbye tune as he left, and that was it.
Boys to Men never say goodbye.
Oh, no.
So
I stay away from Boys to Men.
Okay, what's the goodbye tune that you sang?
I do it with all of my clients and some of my friends, and I even do it with one another, but I always sing Ain't No Mountain High Enough.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
it's very much a you can do it song. There's nothing that's going to get in the way of you pursuing the world to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ain't no mountain high enough. No valley low enough.
So strange to me. So Amy, even if he was into the songs, don't you think it's kind of strange to treat your date as if he were your client?
Well, I wasn't really planning on it, but then he just came in with so much stress. It's like the world was on his shoulders, and I knew that if I took that moment with him, that maybe I could just help him move forward, and it called to me in that moment.
Well, your email said that you think your job got in the way. You must. I don't want to tell you how to feel, Amy, but you must think that the singing had something to do with it.
Well, I do. It gets called into question on occasion, and I wasn't really questioning my choice that evening, but now I'm kind of discussing if that behavior maybe wasn't the right move with him, which is unfortunate. I really enjoyed myself.
Okay, well, we'll play a song, come back, unless you want to sing the song.
I think I get enough in my day-to-day. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Then we'll play a song, come back, and call him and get your second date update, all right?
Great, thank you.
Okay, hang on.
92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Hey, Amy?
Yep.
Before we get into the second date update, you're a musical therapist. You help people deal with their problems through music. And I can sense that you're a little nervous right now, and so I thought maybe I'd help you out and let you know that you gotta have faith, faith, faith. You gotta have faith. Faith.
And see, I feel more at ease now.
Don't you?
You're joking now, right, Amy? I can't tell when you're joking and when you're not.
With that one a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Amy, I wanna touch your body.
Whoa, Jubal. Too far, man.
The lyrics of the song.
No.
Okay, we're about to call, and then if for some reason you missed the first part of the second date update, like I said, Amy is a musical therapist. She went out with a dude named Rick. He was late for the date and was stressed out, so Amy tried to help him by using her craft and singing him a song. She sang him Smash Mouth All-Star because that's one of Amy's go-tos.
I can't help but laugh at that, Amy.
If you listen to the message, I can see why. It's positive.
Exactly. It's helped so many.
Right.
So if that's the reason he's not calling you back, are you willing to stop singing on future dates?
I mean, I'm willing to maybe tone it back a little, but this is something that I truly believe in.
Right.
And I can't really be with someone who doesn't support and appreciate that, you know?
And you know what that is, Amy? That's stating your needs and setting a boundary, and I support that. And I'm going to call him right now, all right?
Wow, you really have had a lot of therapy, huh?
Yes, I have. Now I'm going to dial Rick's phone number and see if we can get him on the phone and find out why he's not calling you back, okay?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right.
Hello,
Hi, may I speak to Rick?
this is Rick.
Hey, Rick, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Oh, Hi.
Hi. Are you familiar with the show?
I've heard the show once.
Awesome.
A couple times.
Once. Cool. Okay.
Wait, so are you part of the show, or I don't understand what's going on?
Yes. Yes, I am. I'm the Jubal part in the Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm speaking to Jubal?
Yes. Actually, you're speaking to the whole show.
Yeah, we're here too. Hey, Rick. What's up?
Okay, this is strange.
Rick, the reason I'm calling you is we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. So we recently got an email about you from a woman named Amy.
Oh.
You remember
Okay.
Amy?
Yeah. She emailed you?
Yes, she did. She told us that you're an all-star and that you should get your game on and you should go play, man.
Okay. Oh my God. So she told you what happened?
Yes.
Yes. She told us about your date and she told us how she's a musical therapist and she told us about how she thinks singing to you on a first date might have scared you off.
Okay. Scared me off. Not necessarily. Yes, she's a musical therapist.
Wait, hold on. You weren't freaked out when she started singing Smash Mouth to you?
I mean, I was just taking it in, just like someone like singing to you is kind of weird, but
okay.
But here's the thing: the next day and like the week after that, I had those songs stuck in my head.
Oh yeah. I mean, just even talking to her and going through that song, I can't stop singing it in my head.
Yeah, it's kind of stuck in my head too.
I mean, the songs that she was singing to me were so catchy. I've heard some referred to as earworms. It just wouldn't leave my head.
Oh, really?
And that's why I didn't really call her back. I'm like, do I need more of that in my life?
She'd be happy she didn't sing Who Let the Dogs Out. That would have definitely got stuck in your head.
Wait, though, it's not the actual singing, it's that the songs were too catchy that she sung to you.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't imagine dating someone that would sing these songs to me that'd be stuck in my head all the time.
Wow.
That is an interesting hurdle to jump.
I mean, I guess.
Rick, I wish I had a song to sing you about this, but I can't think of one. But Amy is on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
So she's been listening?
Yes, she has. Oh, I could have sang Mr. Telephone Man.
Well, that would have been good.
Anyway,
Hello?
sorry, I'm stuck on that, and I need to concentrate on the fact that Amy's on the other end. Amy, you still there?
Hello. Yeah, I'm still here.
Hey!
Are you? Hi.
Hi, Rick. Listen, I hear what you're saying about the songs being stuck in your head, but I just want you to know that they're supposed to travel with you throughout your days so that as you go about your everyday life, just in the back of your mind, it's going to make your day a little bit better. And if you can just incorporate that into your life instead of trying to push it away, then it'll have infinite benefits.
Whoa.
Yeah, but the songs that you sang me kind of suck.
Hey, I mean, he's got a point. Having your life overtaken by Smash Mouth is not.
Well, then, do you know what you need to do, Rick? You just gotta shake it off. Shake it off, shake it off, because players gonna play, and haters gonna hate.
What's going on? What are you doing right now?
I am telling you that I am a musical therapist, Rick. I'm telling you to use these songs to help you through whatever issue it is that you're going through, whether it's with me or with your work. And you know what? If you finally put those walls down and embrace it, you will be walking on sunshine. Oh, walking on sunshine.
Dude, Amy, I'm with you on that one.
Don't you want to feel good?
I can't with Amy.
I mean, I want to feel good, but it's really annoying. I can't live like that. I don't know what to tell you.
It's not a matter of turning it on and off. It's when the moment moves me, I have to help. That's my calling in life.
Yeah, I understand that, but I mean, when I was late, the only problem was that I left my keys at my house. It wasn't that big of a deal. I don't understand why it was worthy of a song.
Because, Rick, it was obvious that it wasn't just about your keys.
Then what was it? I mean,
The reality of the situation is that when you got there and you were finally sitting down, you didn't let it go. Your mind may have been focused on the keys, but I could tell that there are much bigger underlying issues that deserve exploration, Rick.
You gotta help that inner child get his keys back, Rick.
I mean, Yeah, maybe you're right. I haven't really thought about it like that.
Yeah.
Really?
You guys, this is a
There's
date.
an inner child in you who can't find his keys, and you're too focused on finding the adult's keys.
I don't know what's going on. This is not a therapy session.
You know, I think he's joking, but at the same time, he has a really good point, Rick. That's why I chose to sing to you.
I mean, to be honest, I don't know where to go with this. I mean, should I like go on another date, or should I just seek out therapy, or?
Sounds like free therapy to me.
Yeah.
Questioning life now.
Rick, I think you go out on another date, and then maybe she can refer you to somebody else. But would you like to go out with Amy on a second date? We will pay for it.
He's so confused.
I mean, she did bring up some good points about the keys and how I get very stressed out, like really easily, and it actually makes me think a lot more. And I think I would like to continue that conversation. So yeah.
What?
Hey!
Okay.
This is the most surprising second date update I think we've ever done.
Well, I think we need to figure out if this is going to be a date or if this is going to be a session, because I can't actually mix my professional and personal lives in that way. So if you're looking for help and not companionship, then I am going to have to charge you.
What? Like the first date, you're mixing all over the place.
You know, I need to know, is this Rick wanting to seek another therapy session, or is he actually looking for something romantic?
Rick, we need you to clarify. Do you want more counseling with Amy, or do you want to go on a date with Amy?
Yeah, I think the more helpful thing for me would just be therapy, just to do the session thing.
Whoa,
Okay.
So,
You know, Rick, I think you've made the right choice.
of course you do.
And Rick, we all support you in your decision. So I guess here's the thing, though. We do pay for a second date update. I'm sorry, I can't pay for counseling sessions with Amy.
Not like even one.
Duplo Chocolate. Nussig.